You're watching the Action Sports Jacks 24/7 network. Now it's time for the Brent and Austen Show.
Did Hick play that last night? That's his buddy. AI strikes again. That's
unreal.
Isn't that amazing?
It's getting better, man. It's getting better.
It's getting better. Hey, AI has started the whole Steezy Trev thing, and the guy behind it all will join us today at 11 o'clock. So looking forward to that. Can have some fun with that. That's become a fun topic. And I kind of like how when you're a good football team, like those kind of stories get some legs to them, you know, and we've got a bunch of those things. And more happens, by the way, if you keep going in the playoffs because of Jags fever or whatever else. I mean, I think you're starting to see a lot of the schools be, hey, you know, we're teal, and you get that kind of momentum in town. Tough day to park out there in a lot. But has anybody won Employee of the Month this month? Has anybody been named?
I don't
or has there
know.
been a delay? Mm-hmm. Because I just parked in their spot.
Oh, wow, man. Did you really?
Yeah.
The entitlement on you sometimes is unreal.
Well, I let you have the one spot.
Let him?
Cool. I mean,
I did.
I would have parked on the radio side. It's all good.
I was ready to go. There was one spot because Kim leaves like right around this time.
Oh, yeah. Kim's the saving grace.
And I was like, I'll give that one to Austen.
Cool.
And then I was like, wait a minute. I don't think anybody's been named Employee of the Month yet.
Okay.
I'm going to steal it for at least an hour.
Yeah.
I'll go change it out.
I like it, man.
Remind me. Don't let me forget. I will have to change it out. What the hell's up with the chat?
I don't know.
You didn't fix it from yesterday?
I did what I could have done, and it didn't work.
It says, Nick, call him, text him, or wait till Friday, and we'll just hope that it works.
I'm going to put the YouTube back in there.
Nah, it sucks. It looks terrible.
I mean, to be fair, it looks like your cell phone screen.
Oh, it does, but you can't even read it.
Yeah.
So it's pointless to put the chat up.
Yeah, I mean, at least people can be heard, you know? Like, that's what it's all about. People want to be heard.
Throw it up there,
Throw it up there,
Hamby.
Let the people
better
speak.
than a blank screen. Mm-hmm. Or just put a picture of you in there.
There you go.
No.
Or just Steezy Trev.
Steezy Trev.
Put Steezy Trev the whole time.
Whatever else. By the way, Hamby's getting into it with Bills fans.
Oh,
I saw that a little bit this morning, Hamby. Nice done. Yeah, nicely done, man.
Nicely done. Attaboy.
Yeah.
It's been good.
Well, so the whole thing is they think they're going to have 20 or 25,000 people in the stadium.
They think they're just going to own the bank. We're just going to own the bank. Insane.
I mean, they have a very good fan base. They really do. They travel well, and they're all over the place. Like, they get excited. I mean, you can't hate on the fan base. The fan base is fantastic.
I understand that.
Right.
But that doesn't mean we're just going to be totally irrational and think that we're bringing 20,000 here.
Well, they are fans. I mean, they probably be a little bit irrational.
This guy wants to bet me actual real dollars. That's why I texted you last night. Do we have a way to verify just how many? Because I am willing to bet this guy a substantial amount of money.
Like what? Well, should you want to buy insurance?
I don't need insurance on this for 20,000 fans.
Yeah,
you can just take like an overhead of the stadium. You can kind of tell. It's not like it's going to be hard to distinguish between Bills fans and Jaguars fans.
That's true because of the color clash. Yeah.
Of course. So what? So that they need essentially 1/3.
Yeah, a little less. Yeah, well, for 25, what is it? 20 or 25?
The bet would be for 20,000.
Okay.
So 1/4.
They would need about 1/3 because
1/3
packed would be 67, 68,000.
So if you see red and blue of 1/3 of the stadium, he wins. If you don't, then you win. I mean, it'll be easy.
It'll be easy.
I'll take Tamby. I'll screen. I'll take a picture. I'll take a panoramic picture for you.
Okay.
Yeah, I got you.
Here's the thing that always happens with this, and I don't know if I'm not very good at this myself, so I can't go to a stadium or an arena and be like, I think there are 1,200 people here.
Yeah.
It always either looks like, I feel like it either looks a lot more than is in the crowd, or sometimes like you look at it and you're like, oh, there's nobody here, and there's actually like 800 people here. So I'm not very good at that anyway. But I will tell you this from experience, it always feels like there are more visiting fans than there actually are. And especially like even Chiefs fans, right? And you got that red. The red really bounces, or the Niners, right, with the teal. And so you can really tell that difference. And again, you'll have red and blue, but I think the red hits different to me. Like you can really tell. And it looks like it's double the amount of people when they have red in the stadium for like the Chiefs and the Niners. And by the way, they usually have a good amount of people, especially the Niners, because you don't get here very often. And so if you live in this Southeast, you're driving to come see the Niners play. It's a very traditional base. But the Bills will, again, I think they might have had upwards of 11,000, 12,000 people there in 2017. But I'll go back to what I said before. I don't think this fan base in Buffalo, maybe I'm misjudging them, will have the appetite like that to be in Jacksonville. I think they will save it a little bit for their next stops, at least they think, if they can win and, all the other things, because they've been here. This is old hat now. 2017 was the first time they'd made the playoffs, I think, in 17 years. So, it was like, oh, it was a party, man. And you could feel it. But even then, and I know that I remember that day, and people are like, oh, my gosh, this place is inundated with Buffalo fans, and there's got to be 30,000 of them. It was like 12,000, I think it was. And again, which is a big number for a visiting crowd.
Yeah.
But it's still not 20,000, 25,000. It just usually feels bigger. So we will support you financially up to a certain amount.
Yeah.
Especially since Kansas came back and won last night. Did you see that game? That was a crazy game.
No. Georgia lost to Florida.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, nice. Thanks for the tip, by the way.
Oh, did you put some money down on that? Come on, bro.
You did?
You're better than
that.
No,
I just wouldn't have anyway. But 9.5 points. And then the dude punches someone.
No, he didn't really punch him. You could see the
you
restraint.
Do not defend that he should not have been ejected.
He went here, and then he didn't even really make contact.
Didn't really even make contact.
This is the ultimate. I wear goggles.
The rule is literally says it. You have to think about the severity of the contact. There was no contact. He looked like he was about to punch him, and then as soon as it touched, he didn't. There was no impact. Nobody was hurt. No harm, no foul. Flagrant one. Take your free throws. Allow him to still be in the ball game.
Unbelievable, Abby.
Oh,
you can't
dude, he didn't get hurt.
What an idiot. So now,
he
getting
didn't
hurt
get
has
hurt.
to be
severity.
Didn't bleed.
It said the rule. You have to consider the severity of the contact.
Jesus.
That's the rule. Was the impact severe? Well, no, it was not. Stay in the ball game.
Was it malicious intent, Hamby?
It was until for about half of the path. But hold on.
All right,
but for the second half of the path, there was restraint.
The second half of the path.
Yeah. Man, that you can't win that one. Like I couldn't believe it took that long. We were ready to go do our show, and we're watching it, and we're like, why is this review taking so long? Like this is like
because they wanted to, but Golden was in their ear.
Yeah, it's tough to do on the road. But I still don't think if I was at home that dude was staying in the game.
I think so.
And he really hurt him, by the way. Against Florida too, you need that guy.
We were playing our backup center as a freshman. It looked like a deer out there in the headlights.
It's crazy, man. Like they scored. What was the final of that game? They scored
we lost by 15.
About 100 points or something.
Yeah.
Or 90-something points.
92.
Florida hit 6 3-pointers.
Which was
Georgia hit 4.
We normally hit
how about a game
15.
where you get 10 combined 3-pointers in college basketball?
Crazy,
that's
man.
rare.
Yeah.
And you get to the 90s, though. Mm-hmm. Like there were a million dunks in that game.
A million.
Yeah. I watched more college basketball last night than I've watched in a while, since March. Seriously, because the Kansas TCU game was insane.
I didn't see that
TCU was down TCU was up 13. I think it was at least 13. Might have been 15 with like 3 minutes to go and lost.
Wow.
But despite that one dude who's like insanely good, what's his name?
He went out of the game for like the final 3 minutes, that stretch run. Is it Patterson? I don't know. But
that
he's
was
good.
An old coach, Gary Patterson.
And he came in and actually they fouled him on a 3-pointer. He had cramps or something, so that's why he was out. Fouled him on a 3-pointer. He comes in cold off the bench after sitting, hits 3 free throws like silky smooth, too, by the way. No pressure whatsoever.
Ice water.
Then doesn't come back in even for overtime. So I think in the final, the stud played about 20 seconds in the final 8 minutes.
Wow.
And they still came back. It was a complete meltdown by TCU. It was unbelievable. And then just for one more second of it, they hit the freeze with 1.7 to tie it up, the free throws.
Okay.
So 1.7 left. And even on the inbounds, TCU throws it the length of the court and throws it out of bounds. Like, it never even landed in the court. He like threw it. He should play on the football team. Threw it all the way across.
Show it off.
Which means, you get the ball under your basket when that happens. So Kansas actually had a shot to win the game in regulation because of it. It was insane.
This was at Kansas or TCU?
Yeah.
At Kansas?
I would love to go see a game there.
In Kansas?
Yeah.
I feel like it's all like, they got
good.
Yeah, I feel like it's kind of like Duke-ish.
Did you see the Auburn game last night?
I didn't see. I saw like the score was going back and forth, but I didn't actually watch it.
Auburn had a chance to. The guy got a shot off. Everybody thought a buzzer beater 3 to win the game. It went in, and then they went back and reviewed it and waved it off because it was on the tip of his finger as the buzzer sounded. Auburn were pissed.
Reviewing
basketball is so brutal too.
It just takes forever.
Like the NBA, the last
they
couple
take
minutes.
their time.
Somebody's got to do like an average of a last 3 minutes of a basketball game or 2 minutes of a basketball game.
How long it takes?
About 20 years ago versus now. I mean, it's got to be like fivefold. It's brutal. It is really brutal, but creates drama and all that stuff, I guess. Brent Martineau, Austen Lane, Jason Hamby. And we will hear from the coordinators today. We played a little bit yesterday on TV on Chase for the Championship. We got more today. And then we will have a guy that's gone viral thanks to Trevor Lawrence. I was thinking about the whole Steezy Trev thing, and the teeth that were made here in the grills were made here in Jacksonville. And I talked to him yesterday, and he was like, "Yeah, my phone has stopped."
Oh, I believe it,
and
man.
He said he's already got you had appointments all day yesterday.
Sweet.
He opens at like noon. I think it's like a noon to 6 thing.
Can I invest in his business?
Yeah, you should, because TMZ did something on him yesterday.
Nice.
But I think it's also like shows like the power of Trevor Lawrence. And the power, by the way, the NFL once again, and these guys, you talk about influencers and things.
Oh, dude.
Did you see ESPN went to Waffle House?
Oh, did they go to Waffle House?
I saw that pop up like 20 minutes ago. They went to the Waffle House in Jackson, did a story on it. They interviewed the Waffle House employees.
From this year or last year?
This year.
From 2000.
Okay. This year.
Did they go to the Waffle House yet? I haven't seen.
They did Sunday. I think Sunday.
They've gone a couple of times.
Didn't he go Waffle House Sunday, and then went to the bar?
Yeah,
I think that was the thing.
Okay,
now, I don't know, man, because you don't know what the hell is real and what's not.
Great point, man. AI is at it.
We sat there and wondered. We were like, for hours, nobody knew if the squat video was real.
The video that we started the show with today was real.
Yeah, that's right. I was like, what did we start the show with? That was not real. Yeah. But I mean, that's what you do the whole time. Now you're just like, what is real and what is not is it's
that, and just like quotes, in terms of press conferences, like this coach said that or that player said that. You don't even know because people are just trying to get the clicks
throwing
and
stuff
likes.
up there. Man. I mean, and I don't even look at the Facebook stuff, but the Facebook stuff, I don't know why that's become a thing.
Because the olds.
We're like, but like they're killing people on Facebook. Like they'll just like say. So, I mean, it happened this year, earlier this year, where like Trevor was in a car accident thing or something.
Once again,
really?
You didn't see that this year?
No,
it's interact. Cause
I'm not really on Facebook a whole lot.
You're not missing much, Hamby. It's just monetization, right? Because every time someone likes something or interacts, like you get paid for it. So people are just putting outlandish claims out there because, once again, the olds will take it and believe it and roll with it.
They really
and retweet
do,
it, and then. Yeah, it's essentially just like the home shopping network of 2026. That's what it is. Like the home shopping network, right? Like it's more of an olds thing.
Oh yeah.
I don't know when people like my age are like, oh, let me tune into the QVC to buy something, a wallet. But like the olds are into it. It's like the same thing with Facebook.
Yeah, and it's kind of like a different kind of scam in a way. Because like you said, I mean, the older people that are on Facebook, like I'll actually have my mother-in-law, and she's 85, and she'll be like, "Oh, I saw this," and it's like, "Oh, that wasn't it." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I mean, I could see like they're not in tune with that.
Yeah.
Like, why would your radar isn't up for that? You kind of like. They're not on it all day. They're not seeing
they're
this
not.
stuff,
They're not.
right?
Yeah,
Now,
yeah.
I mean,
Delphonic in the chat said the olds fall for fake Schefter more than Hamby.
Hey, listen.
Facts,
see,
man.
but that's my point is like
Facts.
I am trained not to fall for fake Schefter now, right?
Yeah,
because
now
I did a ton 10 years ago. Like I was like, oh, look, we'd say it out loud on the other station. And I was like, oh, that was fake. Sorry.
Yep.
And then so I learned. And now we learn, like, okay, we might want to check everything. But even the other day, when we were talking about the squatting thing, we were still wondering if it was AI or not.
Yeah.
And I mean, I think by then we had confirmed it. I think somebody from the Jags actually confirmed it like for us. That's what we got to do. We're going to go bother the Jags to be like, hey, is this real? And they're like, yeah, I think it's real.
Yeah.
And then Dewey on the show, he was like, oh, yeah, I was there. It happened.
Yeah.
You know, so now we really got confirmation.
Walker Little in the background's AI. Though.
That's the AI part.
That didn't happen. He was actually at home when I checked that.
He has an alibi.
Dude wasn't out.
It is insane. I guess that's what and this is kind of the fun stuff. I guess that's what they talk about when AI could really be dangerous.
For sure.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, there's some real truth to that.
Yeah.
I was thinking coming in, well, first of all, let me go here real quick. Are you surprised John Harbaugh got fired?
Yes and no. I'm surprised because I still think he's a great coach, but I'm not surprised because you kind of got the vibe all year that there's a disconnect in the locker room. So I think it was, I think he's going to get any job that he, desires on the open market, but it just didn't work anymore in Baltimore. And whether it was Lamar Jackson, some of the players in that locker room, they just weren't feeling it anymore.
Yeah, I think like Rappaport had some stuff coming out like where it was like pretty toxic. It got kind of toxic, and it just doesn't strikes me as a very good organization, like where you don't have a lot of that. I said I think Monday when we were talking about this that I think it gets stale. I think the messages get stale. 18 years is a long time to be in a place where it's like, hey, man, he's done an unbelievable job. He's a heck of a coach. I mean, he might be a Hall of Fame coach. But you lose something there. And he really has gone to bat for Lamar Jackson over the years. So you started to see some of this discourse with Lamar. That was even a bit surprising. Yeah. But at the end of the day, you're going to pick the quarterback more than you're going to pick.
Of course. Well, yeah. Well, I think the quarterback, but also if you lose the locker room and you lose some of the captains, like, that's it. Like, there's really no going back. It's hard to regain trust, I feel like, in an NFL locker room. Like, once they feel like, hey, man, we can't win with you anymore, that's it. Like, there's no going back. There's no, like, team retreat that you can go on the offseason and try to build back trust and camaraderie. Like, once it's done, it's done. And, I mean, I've talked to a couple former players of John Harbaugh, and they all say the same thing. Like, he runs one of the hardest training camps there is. And it's physically demanding. And I think one thing, if you're winning and you're having success, you can look past it, much like Bill Belichick with the Patriots. But if you're not having success and you're struggling, then it comes to the forefront of being like, well, hey, we're busting our ass for what?
Yeah.
And that, to me, I think was the ultimate sign as, okay, we're still, working hard and everything, and we're not seeing the results. Despite, like, your MVP quarterback was injured. Like there's you have tons
and you still got 8 wins.
You have tons of excuses to go to, but like I said, I just think the locker room was over it, and once the locker room's done, it's done.
You see like the meme where it showed the goalposts from the Pittsburgh game the other night, and it was like miss to the left, Harbaugh fired, miss to the right, Harbaugh fired, in the middle, Tomlin fired.
Oh yeah, I mean that's.
It was pretty wild.
One would think that that's the truth. Yeah,
it was pretty crazy.
Yeah,
but I mean, it shows you that it's hard to do something for. I mean, look, even Bill Belichick. Oh, there you go.
Nicely done, Hamby.
Bill Belichick. Same thing happened. Right? It started to get old. I mean, it runs its course. It's a long, long time in the NFL to be around. And what we know is nobody's safe. It doesn't matter who you are. Nobody's safe, from quarterbacks to head coaches. And I think even Doug Peterson in Philly, right? I mean, he won the Super Bowl first time ever, 50 years. There are statues of him. And 2 years later, he's gone.
Yeah. Well, here's the really telling thing, because it said that, every team looking for a new coach is interested in John Harbaugh, but then it was reported that there's one team that has a head coach that is also interested in John Harbaugh.
Yes, which isn't surprising to me.
Well, it's not surprising, but it leads me to believe, like, who's the coach? Like, who's the team?
It ought to be Tampa Bay.
Miami.
I think Miami's the one that's in here. I think it's Miami because he's still on a little bit of a yo-yo here.
Dallas?
I'd be surprised at Dallas. What about the Jets?
Jets?
Why wouldn't you, right? Like if you're the Jets, if you're Miami, if you're Tampa, you can get it. You can hit the upgrade button.
Of course.
And you know it. So I would suspect all three of those teams.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think Dallas, but I mean, you might not be wrong.
Mm-hmm.
He seems way more loyal than people give him credit for. Jerry Jones, right? We stuck with Garrett forever and all these other things. So, I think those teams. Are we missing anybody else?
That possibly.
Could be.
Colts.
Colts are an interesting one.
Colts.
Could you reverse course?
I wouldn't like it. I still think he's a great coach.
Oh no, I do too.
I do. I don't want to see him in the division.
Yeah, he could really set. Listen, he's a no-brainer. Right? I mean, right now it's like he's going to the Giants.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Good. I don't want to see him in Tennessee. I don't want to see him in Indianapolis.
Yeah. I mean,
keep him out.
And by the way, I think what you're going to find out the answer to your question you asked yesterday. What's the best job out there?
Oh yeah,
because he's going to get the best one.
Yeah,
right.
And I think it's the Giants, but we'll see. Yeah,
I want to set the table for a little something, maybe a longer conversation in a bit. But I'm just thinking of this coming in because I saw this graphic of people listing all the quarterbacks and ranking them.
Okay.
For the playoffs.
Yeah.
And who has the most to gain in this postseason? And it's the guy coming to Jacksonville that has the most to gain in terms of Josh Allen.
Most to gain in terms of just legacy you're talking about?
Yeah, just it could be everything. Could be playing for a contract. I mean, if Bryce Young goes on a run, I mean, maybe he gets a $55, $60 million contract. I don't know his status right now. I don't really feel like he would be as much in this conversation because we all think Carolina's the one team that we don't think is going to go far in this wide-open postseason. Does Aaron Rodgers have something to gain here on top of his legacy? Does Drake May really have anything to gain? I don't really think so. He's a second-year guy who might win the MVP. Stafford's already won one. Trevor. I mean, how high is Trevor on this list? Trevor can start to carve out, hey, we win.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, I think there's a lot here because what happens is when you go to the playoffs early, look what's happened to Lamar. Lamar's 2 MVPs, but he hasn't had success in the playoffs. And so that starts to stick to you a little bit. And I mean, I don't think that would stick right away for Trevor, but what I do think is the next time he gets there, it would put a lot of pressure to kind of make a run. There's always pressure to make a run. But if you could go 2-1 or win a couple games, go 3-1 in the postseason, now you can say, hey, he had this epic comeback a couple years ago, first time in the postseason, and then he delivered it to the AFC Championship another time. That goes on the resume of a guy who has been a proven winner in big games in his high school and college career already.
Yeah, so if you're asking which quarterback or which players on NFL teams I think need the run the most, I would say it's Trevor Lawrence or Justin Herbert. I think it's Trevor Lawrence because, and I get it, like he's moving up the MVP board, but he's not going to win it this year. Like Josh Allen needs it, sure, right, for legacy and everything, but like he's done a lot in his career already where it's, he's cemented himself as an elite quarterback. Lamar Jackson, the same. Justin Herbert, the story of him is that he can't win a playoff game. Like he can't get over that hump. And then with Trevor, I just think with Trevor, it's more of, small market team or whatever. Like everyone's not really familiar with his game yet. So I think it's almost like the Joe Burrow effect, right? Where I think Joe Burrow got put on the map because he played with an offensive line that was the worst in the NFL. He was the most sacked quarterback, and somehow he found a way to go to a Super Bowl. And like that kind of set him up to be like, okay, this guy might be the real deal. I think it can set Trevor Lawrence up the same in terms of the Steezy Trev and everything now. Like, Trevor Lawrence might be the next household name if the Jaguars do make a run to the Super Bowl this year.
Yeah, I think there's a lot. We could go through the list a little bit later on, but there's a story to write for everybody, absolutely. But this is the time where you get that. And you start to build legacy. And it doesn't necessarily take away sometimes with a good career. I think to your point, Josh Allen, he's going to be a Hall of Famer. At least he's on pace to be a Hall of Famer. So if he doesn't win, we'll talk about it. And it will always be this caveat. But you look at his numbers, he is 0-4 on the road. He has like 25 touchdowns and 4 picks in the postseason. Like, he's played well. I don't think people are going to pin this on him. I think I got a feeling like, let's just say he never wins one. I think you could go to like a Dan Marino kind of category where it's like, we knew he was awesome. They just didn't win for whatever reason. They couldn't play defense. They couldn't run. They didn't have the right team. They ran into a buzzsaw, whatever it might be. But I think he kind of could fit in that category. What I think is Trevor Lawrence really has a chance. It looks like he just took a step. He really has a chance to make a step. I think you're right about Herbert, though. He might be tops of this because that's a guy that he just can't win a big game. Like, you can't even you don't even remember a big game that he's won.
Of course.
Even in the regular season, it doesn't feel
like he's got stats.
Oh, he's got a lot of those.
He's got pretty good looking stats, but the book on him right now is can't win the playoffs.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. We'll talk more about it.
Ari Mario, right?
Yep.
Breaking news. our commander-in-chief, president of the free world, has put out something on True Social saying, hire John Harbaugh fast. He and his brother are total winners. President
endorsed.
DJT.
Endorsed.
Hey, you might have to find that on Twitter, man, and post. That's crazy.
Nose ball.
I can't. What do you think if the Jaguars make the Super Bowl? Is he going to say anything about Liam Cohen or anything?
I'd go for it. I guess.
Ratings have never been worse. Small market team.
Depends.
Sad.
How's
Oh, man.
Depends how bad you need Florida right now. I don't know. I don't pay attention to that.
Depends how bad you need Florida.
Delphonic, can Brent squat Austen? No. Not right now.
Okay.
I don't think
About
so.
like 2:30, man.
Maybe actually, yeah, maybe.
Also,
I don't think so. I'm so out of shape.
You know the funny thing too with this John Harbaugh situation is that the Ravens fans are now all back on the Tyler Loop bandwagon, because I guess Ravens fans didn't want John Harbaugh anymore either. Like they didn't like him. I mean,
wow.
Yeah,
they wanted to change.
So like they're like throwing parades now for Loop for missing the field goal because that's what got Harbaugh fired.
Wow,
crazy.
People turn in a hurry.
Yep.
I'm buying my playoff ticket now, says Tyler. I saw Austen at the Titans game. Your hands are big.
Oh, right on, man.
Yes.
Yeah.
True.
I got some mitts.
Might have to throw hands at these referees on Sunday if they don't make the right calls.
I couldn't name one referee.
Brad Allen, by the way, is
I know every one of these
the
guys.
Bills have
Do you
won.
really?
I could see their faces.
Josh Allen has won 6 consecutive games with Brad Allen as the QB, as the ref.
Hamby, could you take all these names and go to a police station and get like a caricature?
No doubt about
describe
it.
them? That's crazy
Yeah,
to me.
if you instead put the game up and put their faces, I could not match the names to the faces. I don't think.
Yes, you could.
You could.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't think I could.
What? Okay. I
You
mean,
could?
I couldn't. I don't know who any of these people are. I could go Ed Hockley.
You only know Hockley.
I know Hockley.
You know,
man.
little Hockley or younger
I
Hockley.
I'm
you
aware.
definitely know Clete Blakeman. He's the lefty.
What does that mean?
Yeah, you know.
Is he a pitcher? What are you talking about?
He's
He's
had
all
Tommy
Ron
lefty?
Torbert has the big glasses.
This is.
Oh, okay. I know what he looks like.
Yep.
He's got a medium shirt on usually.
Yep.
Yeah.
Brad Allen looks like, well, I mean, they all
This
kind of
is
do.
stalking behavior.
Brad Allen kind of
We
looks like
gotta take a break.
Flat Stanley.
We got to take a
All
break.
right, we
this
will,
is stalking type
We will
behavior.
take a break. we're not sure where Hamby's going to go.
Yeah,
We'll be right back. When it's time to get a new car for anyone in your family, just remember, nobody but Nimnick, the #1 Buick GMC dealer in Jacksonville. Get the latest price breaks on 2023 and 2024 models or the newest 2025 vehicles in the showroom on Phillips Highway or shop online at nimnickbuickgmc.com 24 hours a day. GMC Sierras, Yukons, and the redesigned Acadias, or get the all-new redesigned line with Buicks. It's nobody but Nimnick, and part of the reason why is this is a first-class buying experience here at Nimnick Buick GMC. You're not just a customer, you're a friend. This is about getting a vehicle that best fits you and getting you on the road, and also helping you and your family down the road. Nimnick has a treating you right guarantee, courtesy, respect, fairness. The most Buicks, GMCs, and Jacksonville's only Car Bravo dealer, nobody but Nimnick. Who has put in the most years and stands behind a better experience? Nobody but Nimnick. GMC. We are professional grade.
If you look good, you feel good. And the medical professionals here at Ponte Vedra Vein and Aesthetics are here to make you feel your best. I'm on camera every week, and I have a confession to make. I'm not always confident in my appearance. Can you see my dark circles? Is my makeup highlighting my fine lines instead of covering them up? I question it all. So when I found out about the wide variety of procedures here at Ponte Vedra Vein and Aesthetics, I knew help was just one appointment away. Medical Director Dr. Megan Deegan Casey and her board-certified physicians have been using the latest in cutting-edge technology for the last 10 years, giving men and women their personal confidence boost. From Botox, fillers, Morpheus 8, and so much more. The hardest part was figuring out what I needed. Thankfully, the medical team walked me through what would work best for me through a free consultation. Come look and feel your best with the team here at Ponte Vedra Vein and Aesthetics. Visit them at one of their 2 locations, either over in Ponte Vedra or on the south side.
Baker's Sports. It's a hometown business filled with hometown people trying to make you feel right at home.
Chris Conley, Jacksonville University.
Walker Wright, class of 2018, West Nassau High School.
Michael Young, Fletcher High School.
Baker's Sports started in a grassroots way and now outfits much of the Southeast.
Tony Mazzio, Stanwood High School, class of 2002.
high school sports, travel sports, youth sports of all kinds. They are a one-stop shop carrying Nike, Adidas, Under Armour brands, and more.
Vincent Caldes, Oak Leaf High School.
Samuel Coffrin, Paxton School for Advanced Studies.
Whether it's sports teams on the field or it's your team in the workplace, like our Action Sports Jacks team, and community events like the Dream 18 Golf Tournament, and many others.
Cole Tilley, Hilliard High School.
Reagan Webb, Eagles View Academy.
Look good, feel good, play good with Baker Sports. Custom sports apparel since 1997. Shop with the hometown team at bakersport.com.
Empower a future, inspire a dream. It's a bold but simple mission for the Jacksonville Police Athletic League known as Jax PAL. Help the next generation of kids in Jacksonville shape a brighter future. Their after-school programs, teenage leadership programs. There's community outreach.
This has been just an awesome opportunity to be out here with my colleagues and do something good for the community. It's really been an interesting opportunity to just see everybody work together in a way that we don't normally in the office.
And there's sports. There are also ways you can help the next generation with a donation of any kind. Just visit jaxpal.org to get more information. Empower a future, inspire a dream with Jax PAL.
Most of us know how to throw. But you need to know what to throw. I'm not talking about footballs, baseballs, softballs. We're talking about those items you need to recycle. Republic Services explains it easy. Recycling simplified. 1. Know what to throw. When in doubt, throw it out. 2. Empty, clean, and dry those materials. It takes an extra minute, but it makes a big difference. And 3. Don't bag it. This makes the recycling process faster and more efficient. This is a look at the Republic Services North Florida Recycling Center. You can make this process even more efficient. By utilizing those 3 steps, Republic Services can help you become a better recycler in your home. Learn more at recyclingsimplified.com.
Welcome back to the Brent and Austen Show, streaming on the Action Sports Jacks 24/7 network.
And there she is right there, Everbank Stadium, getting ready for a big one on Sunday at 1 o'clock on CBS 47. Do you see the black end zones?
I do see the
Is
black
that a
end
hint?
zones. Hamby, we going Prowlers?
I don't know,
Still
man.
haven't checked into
Prowlers?
this. I haven't checked in. I told you yesterday that there was an exception that somebody found that in the early round that you can use the Prowler jerseys or the alternate jerseys. And so will they do it? Can they actually do that, or did I just read AI again?
Well,
I don't know.
Okay, but here's the thing, and why I think it could be, because, once again, with the Prowlers, I mean, they don't have the Prowler logo in the end zone, obviously.
Yeah.
But
they
every
usually
time
do
it's
that.
been black, and if they go teal, which that would be the normal jersey, correct?
Yeah.
Well, then wouldn't you have the teal end zone to match?
Yeah, I like what you're doing here.
I'm just saying, man.
Investigative reporting.
I'm just saying, who needs Ben when you got me?
That's right. Brent Martineau, Austen
I'm just
Lane,
kidding, Ben. Back
you're
you're the real deal.
And Mayor Deegan has joined us. She's just stopped by the station, and she's got Jags fever.
Oh, my God.
Always at the
Yeah.
Jags games.
Losing my mind right now.
Yeah, you said that. It's funny. Like, why are you losing your mind?
Because I always do. That's the kind of fan I am. I mean, that's why it's really hard to be a fan.
Yeah.
You know, I mean,
Yeah.
it is.
And you can't take that out.
When you're just ate up with it, you just can't. You can't separate yourself from it. You know, so it's just I'm ready to throw up already.
I was going to say that sounds confident, but also nervous.
No, I am very confident. I think the team has certainly. It's funny because when I knew we were going to go up there and play Phillip Rivers, you know, I immediately PTSD from all those times that Phillip Rivers just shredded us. You know, and I had to keep bringing myself back. You know what? The different team. And they show you over and over again that they are. This is the team to beat, man. I think we are just really positioned well.
It's an interesting psychology, and we do this a lot, and I really do this a lot. I mean, I've covered 18 years now. You've been around it longer.
Yes, I have.
And you've seen,
from the
I've been
jump.
around the 18 of the mostly bad years.
Yeah.
And you're just waiting for that other shoe sometimes, but then you remind yourself this team has been different. They have answered the call every time, and I think it's okay to admit that, but it's still a mental gymnastics of some kind and be like, all right, what's coming around the corner? Are they really as good as we think they are? Because even in 17 and 22, it was like, oh, we're happy to be here. This is great. I don't feel like this is a happy to be here moment for this football team, maybe even the fan base.
I think you're right about that. Yeah. But, you know, as you said, I've been around a long time, right? And we had immediate success when Tom Coughlin came in and said, you know, and so you know, the fact that we were just skyrocketed into this amazing first couple of seasons, you know, you miss that. And you're starting to feel some of that.
That's good.
Right now.
I like that feeling because that's the ultimate question after this run is sustainability.
No, without a doubt. And I think, you know, to echo what Donna's saying, like with Phillip Rivers coming to town, we do have that scar tissue from the past of what Phillip Rivers has done. But like it just seems like this year they've answered every single challenge. Like they beat Houston and Jacksonville. They won a primetime game against the Kansas City Chiefs. Right? It's like they went to the West Coast and dominated. I mean,
they dominated Denver.
Yeah. They dominated Denver.
I mean, I'm seeing all these comments from Bills fans. Who have they beaten? Really?
That part of their resume is very good.
Yeah, you're gonna waste your time with Bills fans there because they're kind of in their own little world.
Come on, guys.
Yeah.
So how fun is this for you as the mayor, and you get to give a call to the Buffalo mayor and have a little back and forth?
Yeah,
I think there's a little wager on the line.
There is a wager on the line. I tend to be a little bit of a trash talker when it comes to football, so I had a little bit of fun with him. You know, it was funny because when we first got together, he sent me sort of a suggested script, and I said, let's just talk trash for 10 minutes.
Nice.
And so we did. But he was a great guy. He won't be coming down because he just got sworn in.
Yeah, you said that.
Literally
That's wild.
just got sworn in. But he has agreed to when the Bills lose, he'll be sending us some wonderful buffalo wings and a contribution to feeding North Florida.
Oh, cool. Nice.
And what he'll be missing out on is our delicious Mayport shrimp, and then also we may still make a contribution. You know, it was a fun conversation. He is, I think he is drinking from a fire hose right now, but very, very excited. We went through the whole. I asked him if I was expected to slam somebody through a table or what's the table thing.
I lost one of those bets and still haven't delivered. Just FYI, from
we're still waiting on that one.
Well, he said, I really think you're just supposed to throw yourself into a table. I said, yeah, I don't think I'll do that. But, you know, but it was fun. I told him ultimately the Simpsons have chosen us, so it's all over.
I saw that. Yeah, we read that the other night.
25-0.
That's 25-0. So that seems like scoregami.
Yeah, it does a little bit.
We'll
take it.
You know, I remember that from being a kid, like when mayors or governors or whatever would make bets or wagers with folks, and I'm glad to see that's still kind of a fun thing.
Well,
that people do.
Look, I'm so into this cleats on the ground mentality. That's how I live my life. It's what I believe in it so much, and I think the fact if you cannot, as a Jaguars fan, don't stress about it. You know, enjoy this moment. This is the greatest thing. And so part of that is you know, get out there and sling it a little bit. It's fun.
Yeah. That's a cool thing. I mean, Austen does this a lot in his profession of fighting and before football, and he believes in a lot of the stuff. I've really been captivated by Liam in his like messages, and I think a lot of people in whether it's politics or the business world can really feed off a lot of things that happen in the sports world in general. But you get so much insight from listening to Liam. A lot of coaches don't offer that much insight behind the scenes. So it's interesting you bring that up, the cleats, or whether it's another acronym, or just whether it's a way that this team has evolved into 13 wins that can relate to probably a lot of different facets of life.
I believe that so much, and I love the fact. Honestly, you know, obviously, you know, I'm a huge. Right? And it's been a drag having the Seminoles down, right? But Seminoles Gators down means a lot of people have been paying closer attention to the Jags this year, and especially young. And I love that. And I think that this message that he puts out there, I think is such a great message for. And I have so many friends who brought their kids to the game for the first time ever. in this last game.
Oh, cool.
And so we're just growing this whole new generation of Jaguars fans, and they're hearing these messages, which are such great messages for life. And I think the Jaguars media team is such a great job of getting that stuff out there, and his post-game excitement and all that. I mean, he's a player's coach. I really like the guy, and Gladstone seems cool.
Now you might have a lot of kids like walking through the house saying bleep.
Oh yeah, but hey, what a
well, they don't know. They don't hear it. They don't hear it. It's not there.
I'm fighting some bald people, and same with Robert Sala. But no, I mean, what a great first game to bring, the first time Jaguars fan to, then the Titans getting absolutely curb stomped and everything, right? Because hey, this is how we do it here in Jacksonville. We don't like the Tennessee Titans. We win divisions, and obviously it's probably against your biggest rival, the Tennessee Titans.
Yeah. So what's the kind of give us a sense of your world this week? I mean, you're still getting work done. But obviously you've got all this fever, right? Yeah, I mean, it's kind of an interesting balance, but it's wherever you go, right? People are saying, we're talking about the Jags.
Well, my team has been, ever since we went on this run, my team has been doing Victory Monday, pictures.
Oh, yeah, we've seen the pictures,
and so we try to come up with a new theme every week. We've got a really fun one. Well, actually, we may do something on Friday, actually. We'll see. I've ordered some special things.
Okay.
And we'll see if they come in time. But I mean, it's really been this whole, I'm so committed to city unity, city pride. And I've said over and over again, when we were talking about the stadium, I said, guys, I really want you to realize what a sports Jaguars can do for us. And you're seeing that in real time this week. So for us, it really is, it's also just about reminding people, this is about pride in Jacksonville. You're rooting for a team, but you're rooting for your city. And everybody's just, they're on air. And it's fun to watch this city unify around something like that. I think it's the powerful thing about sports.
It really is. And I've said this in the past when 17 and 22. And I think in 17, when the Jags went to the playoffs, I think they saved like almost a generation of fans. Like my kid, we got here when they were 3 years old. They had not seen a winner.
Yeah.
And so in 17, when my kids are 12 years old, now they're walking around school with Jags stuff on, and maybe not Tom Brady and Patrick Mahomes jerseys. Instead, Blake Bortles at the time or whoever else. And that's a big deal. I mean, you can feel, I always think you go to the schools and watch how many kids are wearing Trevor Lawrence jerseys, Travis Hunter jerseys, teal. I saw Middleburg is on Friday. They said, wear your teal. So I think a lot of schools are going to do that.
Yeah.
But that's how you grow, and how so many of these other franchises have been able to do this for 60, 70, 80 years and grow that kind of fan base.
Absolutely.
And it definitely seems like this organization understands that, right? Even when James Gladstone was brought here, he always used the word sports entertainment. And that's what it is. Sports entertainment will get you new fans. Sports entertainment will grow your fan base. And whether it's the kids seeing, the Trevor Lawrence grill, now like all that stuff goes into play, right? When you drafted Travis Hunter, like my son wanted his Travis Hunter jersey, right? So like all these little things. There you go, right? So all these things go into play, and now it's just about consistency. And I think, listen, hopefully it's going to be a long run for the Jaguars this playoff season, but you feel like going forward to that, you expect to be here now, right?
I think you got to soak it in when you have it, because you just never know how the ball's going to bounce.
Fleeting.
But I do have great confidence in this coaching team. I think we've got it right this time. I really do. I think we got the right people in place. And you talk about these kids, you're creating core memories for them. I mean, I remember, obviously I wasn't a kid, but I mean, I think you created a whole generation. It's a core memory for me watching Morton Anderson miss that kick back when we played, the Falcons back in '96. I mean, some of those things are just core memories in my head that are there forever. And I think that's true of everything you're seeing right now. All these iconic moments. I love it so much. I think it's so great for the city.
I'll also say this. I think what's cool about this team is you do have your Trevors and your Travis Hunters, but there will be kids forever now, even 15, 20 years from now, talking about, I don't know how good a career Jarian Jones will have. Maybe he'll have a great one, or Antonio Johnson, or Danny Strigo, Cole Van Lennon. I mean, you'll know these names.
Yeah.
And I don't think the rest of the league and world necessarily knows these names, but Jacksonville and these kids and everybody else that will remember that core memory will know these names.
Parker Washington, I mean, it's a special group.
Yeah, it is. That's what I'm saying. It's a really cool group where you have some stars, but you've got just people playing really good football that nobody expected to play this kind of football. One other thing about it now, hopefully a win, and there'll be some other home games, but this could be the last game at full capacity at Everbank Stadium. So there might be even a little nostalgia involved on Sunday, because obviously next year goes to 43,000, and the next year.
But you know what? I think it just enhances the hype for when we open the new stadium, especially if we can maintain a level of excellence.
Yes.
Obviously people will miss being here, but they'll be so pent up and ready to get into that stadium in 28. I think it's actually great timing. Honestly, I do.
Oh, it could be great, especially if the Jags are good for the rest of the decade. It's a huge.
I feel very
time.
optimistic about that.
Yeah, I do too. So I know you feel optimistic about the game. How optimistic? Things
Very
make close
optimistic.
games, high scoring game.
I think our Josh Allen is better than their Josh Allen, and I think we're going to make our presence felt. I feel very, very good about really I think the matchup for us. I know a lot of people are scared of this matchup. I'm personally happy we're playing somebody we haven't played, and when I look at how the Bills have played this year and how they tend to play away in the playoffs. I don't know. I just feel like it's going to be a good win for the Jaguars. I'm not going to predict a score. I'll take a half point. That's what I always say. I'll take a half point. But I feel like we are in a position to do very, very well on Sunday.
Well, I think we are here in Jacksonville, positioned nicely. And I got to go perform and play well, and then sports comes into play. Mayor Deegan, have a fun week. I know.
Having a great week.
I know you hopefully have your outfits picked out.
I'm all
for
set.
The
Now,
week.
I will say the Jaguars have asked me to remind everybody to please wear teal on Sunday. So there may be an executive order coming telling people they have to wear teal on Sunday.
I got you. Yeah.
But beyond that, yes, I've got all the Jaguars clothing will be out, and like I said, hopefully we'll have something special for you on Friday. So
we'll keep our eyes open for that one. Thanks for stopping by, Mayor
Thank
Deegan.
you.
And the Jacksonville Jaguars playing the Buffalo Bills in the postseason. Hopefully more home games to come, but the city of Jacksonville is absolutely buzzing right now with Jags fever. We'll be right back. Brent and Austen Show on the Action Sports Jacks 24/7 Network.
If you don't see a pit, it ain't legit. When you hear that, you think Bono's Pit Barbecue, a staple in Northeast Florida now for 75 years. A place that feels like home with friendly service, a meeting place for friends, family, or business occasions. On the menu, the corn nuggets are a favorite in our house, but there's something for everyone. Sandwiches, platters, salads, sides, desserts, and family feasts. You see Bono's all over the place in Northeast Florida. You know, there are almost 20 locations in the Jacksonville area now, so stop on by, sit down, and dine in with Bono's. You can also take it to go. There are drive-thrus in many of the locations, and they have delivery options too. Just download the Bono's app to make things easy. I signed up for the loyalty program, and you can too, to get special offers. If Jacksonville is home, few things feel more Jacksonville than Bono's Pit Barbecue. Celebrate 75 years and many more to come. Bono's Pit Barbecue. If you don't see a pit, it ain't legit.
People helping people. It's at the core of what Alive Credit Union is all about, and it's been that way for over 70 years. From the start in 1954 to today, the mission remains to inspire financial wellness and give you a financially fit lifestyle. Alive Credit Union and its employees are committed to not only serving their valued members, but also our community here in Northeast Florida. I had a chance to see that commitment firsthand as Alive partnered with our Action Sports Jacks 24/7 team to bring you Armada men's and women's soccer broadcasts. Inside the 18, it is a shot, and it's a goal! Chloe Chivers! And that connection to the community continues with Alive Credit Union's support of the Police Athletic League of Jacksonville. Alive Credit Union's commitment to our community also involves serving the financial needs of all first responders through the recent merger partnership with City and Police Federal Credit Union. Join the community and become a member of Alive Credit Union today. Find out the many ways you can be inspired in financial wellness at alivecu.coop.
CGC Water Treatment and Plumbing is taking their 75-plus years of expertise and expanding to CGC Home Services. Water treatment and plumbing is still a big part of what they do, and now they can do even more for you. Home services like kitchen and bathroom remodeling, showers, sinks, faucets, toilet repair, backflow testing, and the list keeps going. Find all they can do at cgchomeservices.com or give them a call, 904-298-7052. It's a new look and a new name with the same expertise. They've been serving homes like yours since 1946. CGC Home Services, right here in Jacksonville off St. John's Bluff Road, 904-298-7052. And visit cgchomeservices.com. Florida license number CFC 1432579.
1432579. 1432579. 1432579. 1432579. 1432579. 1432579. 1432579. 1432579. 1432579. 1432579. 1432579. 1432579. 1432579. 1432579. 1432579. 1432579. 1432579. 1432579. 1432579. 1432579. 1432579. 1432579. 1432579. 1432579. 1432579. 1432579. 1432579. 1432579. 1432579. 1432579. 1432579. 1432579. 1432579. 1432579. 1432579. 1432579. 1432579. 1432579. 1432579. 1432579. 1432579. 1432579. 1432579. 1432579. 1432579. 1432579. 1432579. 1432579. 1432579. 1432579. 1432579. 1432579. 1432579. 1432579. 1432579. 1432579. 1432579. 1432579. 1432579. 1432579. 1432579. 1432579. 143 In this video, I'm going to show you how to easily access Action News Jax Now using your Roku device. First, launch Roku. Next, use the menu list to scroll down to the search feature. Then, use the remote to enter Action News Jax into the search bar, and then click Action News Jax thumbnail. Once you see this screen, go ahead and select Add App. Wait a few seconds for it to install. Once it finishes installing, press the star button on your remote and click on Move App or Move App to the top. Finally, select the app back on your home screen to open it. Now you can watch all the great content on Action News Jax Now. Live daily breaking news.
We have breaking news happening right now in Clay County.
First alert weather and traffic.
Looks like we have a tornado warning. Let's take a look at that.
Action Sports Jax 24/7.
We've got the Brent and Austen Show daily, live sporting events, and long-form interviews you can't see anywhere else.
And shows like Law and Crime and much more. And that's how you access Action News Jax Now using your Roku device.
Grab some friends and go to a restaurant or head out for a drink and some conversation. Watch your favorite team play on the big screen. Or how about play some games? You can do all of that in one night at Best Bet. Each location has a different vibe, its own personality, like here at the original Best Bet in Orange Park. When you walk through these doors, everybody knows your name. And here in St. Augustine, it's the newest location. Play some poker. How about the table games? And don't forget about Ace's Sports Bar and Grill. And then there's the Jacksonville location right here on Monument Road. It's the biggest poker room in the state of Florida. Maybe you'll find yourself a seat right here at the final table. Best Bet, where you can have the best of times. And that makes you always go home a winner. Try any of the 3 locations, and you can always visit bestbetjax.com.
Welcome back to the Brent and Austen Show, streaming on the Action Sports Jax 24/7 network.
Yeah, your 2025 sports person of the year might be Kawhi Leonard reincarnated, I feel like. Hamby, and that's your boy.
Really? This is Kawhi Leonard
reincarnated? So, no, because here's the thing about Shai. Like, tell me some fun facts about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Like,
He's really good at drawing fouls.
Okay, sure.
His entire game is drawing fouls. No, I actually don't know that. I just
how many
people say that.
How many people could say where he went to college? Like,
he went to Kentucky, didn't he?
Yeah, I know that. But I mean, you know that. But like, do you think Brent knows that?
I would assume so. I mean, Kentucky's a big school, right?
It is. I mean, obviously, it's known for his NBA talent. But I wonder if Brent would know that. But no, this was your sports person of the year. I mean, and probably deservingly so, right? MVP. Led his team to an NBA championship. Obviously, his team right now is the best in the NBA, even though they're having problems playing the Spurs. It's weird, and I don't know if it's just because, dude's Canadian. I don't know. Like, for as good of a basketball player that he is, Hamby, I feel like he doesn't get his spot in the sun. And then that's just, and we'll ask Brent about when he comes back. But I wanted to go back real quick to the to the field that you showed and the Prowler uniforms and everything. Like,
okay,
because they're Shy again. Do we have the live shot of the field? Okay. Yes, they changed the logo in the middle. I would assume that they're gonna put the new school logo back, right? And it's gonna be the new jerseys. Do they put the old school logo with like a Super Bowl trophy in its mouth and troll everybody? Probably not. But, Hamby, let me ask you this about this regime, what we know about James Gladstone, Tony Boselli, and Liam Cohen. Their ears are always to the ground. They know when people talk. They know, I feel like, they have a really good pulse on this city. By our understanding, there's, I don't know if it's a loophole, whatever you want to call it, the Jaguars can wear the Prowler uniforms if they want this Sunday, correct?
Yes, as far as I know.
And
they could.
This is what they could. They have the right to. Well, if you're that organization, if you're calling the shots, and you've had your finger on the pulse of the city all year, why wouldn't you rock the Prowlers? Like, imagine them not saying anything about it, and then they come out of the tunnel or whatever, and they're rocking the Prowlers.
Okay, I don't know the accuracy of this, but from what I've seen, if they were to just show up in them, I think there would be a fine of some kind. Which
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
One day's worth of gas money on the Kismet.
Right.
Shad Khan can afford it. We're all good.
Worth it for that bump.
For that bump, hey, because that's what it's about, right?
Yeah.
Once again, this goes back to the sports entertainment.
I mean, call it number 30 in the Royal Rumble if they come out.
Let's go,
the Prowlers, man! Like
all of a sudden, you got The Rock, the final boss, making an appearance. Like, come on, what are we talking about?
Come on now,
Brent. What do you think? First of all, Brent, quick question: where did Shai Gilchrist-Alexander go to college?
SGA.
Is he Kentucky?
There we go. Okay, nicely done. Nicely done. He was your sports person of the year, by the way, by Sports Illustrated.
Really?
And I think he's probably the quietest sports person of the year of all time.
Yeah, they dug deep on that one.
People don't really. I mean, he deserves it. MVP leads his team to a championship, but I just feel like Shai is kind of an afterthought, even in like the World NBA.
I do too. But
yeah,
say he's a good dude though, right?
Yeah, solid dude.
Like, how about? I mean, I guess does he play with the kids at all? Like in terms of jerseys?
Oh,
that.
I would say so. I don't know. I have no idea. I don't want to speak on it. I haven't seen him like sign autographs for kids or anything.
Like, is Ronan like the NBA at all?
Yes. Giannis.
He likes Ja?
No,
or
Giannis. Giannis.
Okay.
Giannis, and then obviously James as well. King James.
Yeah, so he's a LeBron guy.
James. I mean, I think every kid's a little LeBron
that's
guy.
Fine, which is cool.
Yeah, it's fine.
But that's my point, right? Like, I don't know. Like, that's where you got to get to.
Sure.
Like, is Luka more likely to be liked by kids than SGA?
Yeah,
You know?
I just
Like,
think
I
like
don't know.
SGA's game though. Like, I mean, people want to call him. I don't know if they're still using the term merchant, but they want to call him a foul merchant and everything. Like, is that still being used? Because that was being used for a while, and then all of a sudden I feel like merchant kind of fell off. Okay, so we're still using merchant. Yes, people want to say he's a foul merchant and he gets all the calls and everything. Like, I just think his game's not as flashy as a lot of guys' games.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Yeah. So that can hurt him too a little bit.
So, like, but he's not Harden.
No, he's not Harden.
Because Harden had that kind of feel.
Harden's game was based all finesse.
Yeah.
Yeah. There is a little grit to SGA.
Okay.
And plus, he plays defense.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's an intro. I would never have guessed that, by the way, if you came in here today and said who was the sports person of the year.
Yeah.
And I'm not even sure where my mind would have gone. Like, I think I would have gone probably to like an Ohtani.
That's what I was kind of going to get
won
at.
it before?
I'm not sure.
I mean, the way the Dodgers delivered, I'm surprised that he wouldn't.
Yeah.
And that was such a big deal.
I thought for sure it was going to be Ohtani. That's why I had Hamby put it out there, because I was shocked that it wasn't Ohtani, honestly.
Yeah.
I feel like he's the biggest thing in sports.
Yeah.
But
I think so.
Then getting back to the field, doesn't it make too much sense for the Jaguars to rock the Prowlers? Like,
yeah, it does. Has anybody in the chat kind of like, I feel like I'm on the fringe of this. I'm not a big uniform guy, so I'm not digging on this, and maybe I should. I don't.
People care.
Yeah, Brett, dig what? Like, hey.
I know people care. I'm just telling you, like, I just don't know if this is I keep referencing this tweet that I saw where somebody had pulled up that you can now wear it in the opening round of the playoffs, an alternate jersey.
We don't know if that's
true. 100% true or not.
Do we have a source on it?
Like somebody said, Prowlers confirmed. I think you're talking about seeing the end zones there would be Prowlers.
I mean, if this is like a Adam Schefter burner account that you got it from, then we could just.
No, yeah, like I don't want to spread that rumor because I really don't have any idea, and I haven't looked into it. And my guess is the Jags probably are trying to keep that quiet. Or don't they usually announce it on like a Wednesday? Isn't that when the uniform stuff comes out? I don't know if like it has to come out at a certain time, but I feel like I see it on Twitter middle of the week. So yeah, I think it would be great. I mean, listen, there's no answer here. I think across the board, everybody would be like, yeah, let's go.
Well, yeah, and my big thing is like I think this new regime, like more than any other regime that we've covered, like they understand the city. They have their ear to the ground of what people want, and I think there's an overwhelming majority that would think it'd be pretty cool to see the Prowler jerseys out there. So once again, we don't know if it's true or not, if you can wear an alternate jersey for the opening round, but if that's the case, then I would put money on it and say, yeah, absolutely, there's going to be Prowler jerseys.
Now, YB400, he says all black. Have they worn that this year? Or is that like the one that they haven't worn? I thought there was one that they hadn't worn this year, almost like it was retired, if I had heard that right. Also, YB400 says, I'm from Duval, and the Jaguars represent my city to the fullest. That's I'm a diehard fan. Some of my friends don't understand my passion because I love my gritty type of city.
Yeah, I like it. How are we feeling about all black? I know, Brent, you don't care. Hamby, how you feel about I'm asking the wrong person.
I don't really care either.
Okay, because I always felt like, I don't know, man, it's teal, right? It's teal in front of it's going to be the only game on. I feel like you got to stick with your...
Oh, I think, the Prowlers are at the top of the list.
Yeah, of course.
And then it's a... But
yeah,
I don't
once
mind
again,
the teal.
this could be a locker room
And if they're
decision.
encouraging everybody to wear teal, then that would... Well, Prowlers make sense or the teal makes sense.
But this could be a locker room decision, right?
I think
like
they
maybe
usually are, right?
Yeah, so maybe if the guys want to wear all black, then if that's what they want, I get fans want something else, but you know what? I'll listen to players here. If the players want to go all black, then so be it.
So Sean says the NFL has recently relaxed its rules, allowing teams to wear alternate throwback jerseys up to 4 times in the regular season and even wear alternate pants in the playoffs.
Who is this?
What's the alternate pants part?
Who's Sean?
Just someone on the chat.
Oh, I got you. Okay.
Yeah. So anyway, we'll see. I think if they could wear Prowlers, they'd wear Prowlers. Let's just say that. Whether they do or not, we will find out about that. You have no idea. You like kind of like, what's Mark doing in here? This is Mark, by the way.
What's up, Mark? How you doing, man? All right. Yeah, I'm just going with the flow, man.
Yeah.
We got people popping in and out. It's all good.
Well, we're getting set to get fitted for grills.
Are we really? Oh, I'd have been pumped.
Would you?
That'd have been a nice surprise. I get a grill. Yeah.
Yeah, I did not call your dentist in Iola, Scandinavia.
No, it's all good.
Sorry, man. Got a lot going on.
I'm not much of the grill type. I don't wear jewelry on my wrist or anything. I can't rock
You're
a
not
grill.
a jewelry guy.
No.
Were you when you played? Like, did you wear a chain or anything?
Never.
But that is obvious. That is really ramped up anyway. Like, everything.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So,
So it's crazy. Grills were actually really big when I played.
They were.
Yeah.
But
that
was it gold?
Yeah, I mean like diamond encrusted.
Oh, diamond too.
Yeah. But it was more diamond than gold. Because there was a dude in, I forgot the guy. I can't now. I'm drawing a blank. But in Houston, a bunch of guys would go and get. This is back when girls were first coming on the scene. There was a dude in Houston that was pretty good at it. Now a lot of people are great at it.
I would imagine, yeah.
But
I didn't even know. I mean, there's a business in town.
I distinctly remember going with CJ Mosley, and he got a grill in Houston when we played the Texans. And before the game, we went there to have him get it fitted or whatever.
So let me ask you this: was that where in the culture world did that emanate from? Like, where was that?
I mean, it was.
Was it a rapper? Was it?
Was
it from a
movie?
movie?
Rappers. No, to me, it was rappers when I first saw it. Now, it may have originated from someplace else, but I distinctly remember Lil Jon, Paul Wall, and everything, and that was kind of the. It was the cool thing to be at, man.
Yeah. I got a comment here. Little things like that excites the fans. I get it. Media guys like Brent don't care about stuff like that, but it gets us fans more excited on Sunday. By the way, I'm in the minority here, man. I'm just not as much. I don't pay attention to it. I'm not dialed into it. I think a lot of folks in the media actually do and care about it. I'm just being honest with you. I don't and haven't. But I'll go for it. I love that the fans get excited for it. I'm just not the guy to be able to tell you all the rules and regs and everything else on the jerseys. And I just don't pay attention to that part of the arena. But go for it. Whatever gets you fired up, And fans love you. It's always fascinating. There are two things that really, there are more two things. There are two things that really stick out to me that are fascinating that I just wouldn't think. That fans, how much they love the jerseys, right? And how much the uniforms matter and people are in tune. And I remember a couple of years ago, the Jags equipment staff would put it out and everybody would wait for it. The comments and the likes and everything else. And then the other thing that fascinates me in our world is that how much people love a free T-shirt. I mean, what people will do for a free T-shirt is amazing. And half the time, it's not even a very comfortable T-shirt. And you don't even know if it fits.
Yeah.
You got one at the Jags game recently, didn't you?
I did, man, of course. And I had to box some people out, maybe throw an elbow.
Yes,
maybe some people got caught in their feelings for it. But yeah, man.
That's what happens. People love them.
Did Delphonic call me old now? I was around during the Paul Wall Diamond Grill era. Yeah. I don't know. I was around. Do you remember Paul Wall?
No.
Okay. Yeah. Hamby, you're too young.
No. YB400 says he had a 12 solid good grill back in 04.
Really? In 04?
What he says.
20 years ago. Like how much did they cost? Do we even know?
I mean, there's different ones. Like
probably like a tattoo, Brent. Depends on where you go.
I mean, you can go to Claire's. You can go to you
can get a sticker.
Yeah. Somebody said you can go to like Urban Outfitters and get a sticker.
Oh, dude, I distinctly remember we used to, and this is Central Wisconsin for you, but like I remember for homecoming and then for like the girls' playoff basketball run when we dressed up and everything, I would take tinfoil and put it in my mouth.
So you would?
Yeah.
Oh, I've seen that done before.
I didn't have any cavities, thank God.
Oh, that would have hurt.
Right?
Tin foil on my teeth does not feel good. Doesn't sound like it would feel good.
I was rocking it, man. I was. Yeah.
Well, the other thing that's changed is now everybody's got like their name, like a logo or something, iced out, right? I mean, that was not as prevalent back when you were playing. I mean, again, we're not talking about Austen playing 40 years ago.
Yeah.
Like, he's just playing a decade ago.
No, dude, but
like seriously, every time I say that, it's like, wow, look at all these times have changed since you played. This isn't even when I would have played. Dude, this is 10 years ago.
My welcome to the NFL in terms of spending money, I told the story before, was when we're at the rookie symposium. And for those that don't know, the symposium was just basically, it was a giant rookie getaway where if you were drafted, they just, have people come up, like, Michael Irvin comes up to talk to you about, hey, stay off your cell phone. And Dion was there saying, you got to play smart, all this stuff. Right?
Yeah.
And I'm just trying to make a team. Like, I could care less. But I remember, and this is the cool thing, too, by the way, Van. You remember Van? I forgot.
Yeah.
We just called him Van.
Yeah, Van. Van.
I don't know his name because we just call him Van. That's all I knew him.
I almost would have said Bo Van Pelt. Wasn't he a quarterback?
Yeah, it might have been. Yeah.
I know Van.
Okay, but whatever. But
he went to Washington after the Jags.
So Van was like our player. What'd you call him? Like he's like our player.
He's like
representative.
Marcus Pollard now, so he's like your player liaison. Basically.
Player liaison. Yeah. So the player liaison leads the players at the symposium. And Van was cool, man, because every other team had to wear like these cheesy matching outfits. Like the Bears had like these Cubs-styled baseball shirts.
Yeah.
Look like dorks. And Van we're the only team, Van just said, hey, man, y'all wear whatever you want to wear. So like me and Tyson are rocking like black tall tees, like, dude, we were like, it was awesome. But anyways,
that was cool.
Yeah, but my welcome to the NFL moment was I came across Joe Hayden, who was the first round pick of the Cleveland Browns.
Overall.
And he had a necklace that said Florida Boy.
Yes, he did.
On it. And
you told the story.
Yeah, out of curiosity, I asked him like, "Hey, how much was that necklace, man?" And it was well around $80,000. And he didn't even sign his contract yet.
Wow.
Because he was like still,
thankfully he had a big contract later on.
Well, yeah, but back then everybody like holds out and everything.
Yeah,
and I don't think NIL was a thing yet, unless maybe Urban was doing something. But yeah, $80,000 Gator Boy necklace, and I was just like,
I do remember it. He might have been the first one that I really remember, but that is just a thing. Now everybody will wear their initials, and I always think it's funny how common that is with like the big name athletes.
Yeah.
Yet if I sat here and wore BM or something around my hat or whatever, like I'd look like an idiot.
You would.
Right? Like you guys would
call me out every day.
punishment.
That'll be your next punishment. You got to go get
iced out BM.
Yeah,
Brent Hart.
Name. But I look like an ass. Like why is
but
that?
You can't have BM. It's gotta be like Bam Bam or something.
Bam. It could be Bam. That's my initial. Like I always. The initials aren't bad, man. Just go Bam.
Yeah, man.
That's not bad.
I'm gonna get iced out Bam.
Yeah.
No, but if you double it up and it's Bam Bam, that sounds like
Yeah, I can't do. I'm not doing that.
That sounds like the best player in 7U Pop Warner in Swanee, Georgia.
Yeah. By the way, the YB400, Johnny Dang was the guy that we visited in Houston. He was kind of like at the forefront.
Really? He knows him.
Yeah. Well, he's like a really popular dude.
Okay.
I just forgot the name. But yeah, Johnny Dang.
That is crazy, man. Like it's crazy how that. What will it be in 5 or 10 years? I don't know. It'll change. Whew. I mean, the fads changed.
Well, I mean, yeah, we had skinny jeans for a while. Now we're going back to being baggy
totally.
again. Thank God.
Thank
man.
goodness that you and Liv and other people told me that. I didn't even know.
These long legs and some skinny jeans. Come on, man. What are we talking about?
All right. Hey, let's hit a break. We'll stay on time. And what
you're getting,
Mr. Hugo, man, we're gonna have to
dude. This is why I said no, because we all thought the same thing. You can't rock a BM chain. That's all I'm saying.
Yes, it would have to be BAM.
Please. Oh man,
that's not where my mind goes on BM.
What? How isn't it?
Because I never.
Where else does
say
it
that.
go? Okay, I got you.
So, and nobody says that.
Are you kidding me? You've been to a doctor?
Okay, doctor says that. That doesn't mean anybody says that.
There you go. I've heard it many times. That's the first thing I think of when I hear BM. Sorry. But maybe you can play up it like a golden toilet and then okay, whatever. Or like a thing of Pepto-Bismol with BM on it. Come on, Brent. Now we're talking.
There we go. There we go. That sounds like a sponsorship opportunity.
Yeah.
That's Drano.
Oh boy.
I didn't want to mention anybody else, just in case we're conflicting ads. We will. That could lead me right into CGC Home Services can take care of your toilet. That really
what a segue.
That really could do that. Yeah. By the way, they do. Yes, plumbing and all those sorts. CGCHomeservices.com. We'll be right back.
Welcome inside the Armor Guard exterior and gutter helmet showroom. There's a lot going on, like glass exteriors, replacement windows, and down there we have the retractable screens and awnings, plus hurricane protection. Let's talk more about those gutters, and to do that, we bring in Kevin. He's the owner, he's the expert. Why Gutter Helmet?
Well, Gutter Helmet's truly the only maintenance-free product. It lets the trash and debris go on the ground, the water wraps around and goes inside. Unlike filters, they sit on top of the gutters, and the trash and debris build up on top of filters, which requires maintenance. With Gutter Helmet, we're going to keep you off the ladder, the most dangerous thing in your garage. With Gutter Helmet, you'll never clean your gutters again. So get off the ladder and put on the helmet. Gutter Helmet.
Get a free estimate at gutterhelmetofnorthflorida.com. You can also call 904-762-7779 or visit the showroom on St. John's Bluff Road in Jacksonville.
Empower a future, inspire a dream. It's a bold but simple mission for the Jacksonville Police Athletic League known as Jax PAL. Help the next generation of kids in Jacksonville shape a brighter future. Their after-school programs, teenage leadership programs. There's community outreach.
This has been just an awesome opportunity to be out here with my colleagues and do something good for the community. It's really been an interesting opportunity to just see everybody work together in a way that we don't normally in the office.
And there's sports. There are also ways you can help the next generation with a donation of any kind. Just visit jaxpal.org to get more information. Empower a future, inspire a dream with Jax PAL.
It's one of the hot spots in the area.
Welcome you to String Sports Brewery out at the beach. Big crowd on hand tonight. The fans are here.
And now the newest hot spot at the beach is open. String Sports Brewery in Jax Beach has opened its doors with rave reviews.
We're going to be fans forever.
Cozy up to the bar, grab a seat in the sports-themed restaurant, or grab a seat outside and feel that breeze coming off the beach as the weather warms. Just like the original location in Springfield, try the popular beer menu and come for lunch or dinner too, because the food is fantastic.
We got a special guest in the house. He's happy. He's feeling good. He's Trayvon Walker.
It's where we hosted Jags Report Live in the football season, and the String Sports Brewery staff can't wait to host you. Hey, welcome back here to String Sports Brewery. And if you haven't checked out the new location in Jax Beach, you got to do it. String Sports Brewery, now with 2 locations in Springfield and now open in Jax Beach on Penman Road.
Sun's out, suits out. That's right, it's summertime in Florida, which means it's time to say goodbye to bulking season and hello to shredding season. But if you're like me, you're having a hard time sculpting and shaping those final pounds. That is until I came and saw my friends over at Ponte Vedra Vein and Aesthetics. Right now, everyone is hopping on the Evolve X train, and the only destination is finding your perfect summer body. The technology uses electrical muscle stimulation and radio frequency energy to cause your muscles to contract, all while heating up those deep layers of your skin and tissue to produce collagen and reduce fat. It's like doing 1,000 sit-ups in 30 minutes. No pain, no needles, just results, right? That's right. So leave those winter layers back at the station and come look and feel your best with the team here at Ponte Vedra Vein and Aesthetics. Visit them at one of their 2 locations, either over in Ponte Vedra or on the south side.
Hey guys, we got a new player today. I hear he's pretty good.
Heard this guy played in the NFL.
I think he's an MMA fighter. I've actually been on his show, the Brent and Austen show.
Football and fighting, that's the easy part. Let's see if I still have it on the ice. What the heck, man? Who is this guy? He's saving everything.
Leave the hockey to the pros, man.
It's hockey season. Come on out and see the Icemen play. Get your tickets at JacksonvilleIcemen.com.
Welcome back to the Brent and Austen Show, streaming on the Action Sports Jacks 24/7 network.
There you go. CBS Sports in town, ready to roll here on Sunday. It's been a long time. I don't believe Nance and Romo and Tracy Wilson have been to Jacksonville since 2018. I want to say they were here for the Patriots-Jags game in 2018, the first month of the year after kind of the rematch of the AFC Championship. Mm-hmm. So I believe that's the last time they were here. So the game will be on. The only game on CBS this week is the Jags and the Bills, and of course right here locally on CBS 47. We're doing a ton of coverage. We'll have Chase for the Championship that continues starting tonight. Tomorrow, by the way, scheduled to have Jim Nance join the show. So I want to say scheduled. Hopefully that all works out. And we'll continue our specials tonight, tomorrow, Friday on Fox 30, 7:30, Chase for the Championship. Tonight, we also have Jags Wired at 7 o'clock on Fox 30. Tomorrow, we have Jaguars All Access. Foye Lewican will join us at String Sports Brewery in Springfield. So that's at 7 o'clock. And then again, another half hour after that. Friday, Olivia Tassley has Jags Social each and every Friday at 7 on Fox 30. Then we'll have another half hour after that. And Saturday, Action Sports Jacks Primetime, get you set on the eve of the big game. And Sunday, I'll be live at the stadium starting at 7 a.m. I think Hamby's going to come out there with me for that. And then we are extending our pregame show from a half hour to an hour. So starting at 11 o'clock on CBS 47 will be countdown to kickoff. And then we're doing a 90-minute postgame show after that on CBS 47 is the plan from 4:30 until 6. So I think we've got you covered. There's a lot going on here with the Jaguars, and just find Action Sports Jacks all over the place. We had a good conversation yesterday that we aired about 6 minutes of it on TV with Anthony Campanile and Grant Udinski. We've been talking a little bit about these guys, so we don't have to relive it all, but how close do you think these guys are really to taking that next step? Do you think they'll get interviews? Do you think they'll really get a sniff at a job with what's now, 7 openings around the National Football League? How do you feel about it?
Yeah, I mean, I think they're both going to get at least sniffs just because of the success the Jaguars have had this year, coming from a team last year that, won 4 games? So, yeah, they're definitely going to get looks. I probably lean a little more towards Campanile than I do with Grant, simply because, I think when you're not calling the plays, it could be a little harder. Right, like you're the offensive coordinator, but Liam Cohen is calling the plays. I mean, we saw with Eric Bieniemy how long it took him to get more opportunities and everything. So, probably an advantage for Coach Camp. But yeah, obviously the resume speaks for itself. The proof is in the pudding, and this team is playing at a very high level, and they're a big reason why they are.
Yeah, I think what's interesting about Campanile, he is like you talk about. I know you already say this specifically on the defensive side is culture. Right? And energy. And I feel like there's a little bit of this that's maybe we're seeing Mike Vrabel have more of this than I think we thought we even knew. And that is that relational part of it. He's the guy that, again, we're watching videos, but after games, wins or losses, he'll wait for every player basically to come in the locker room, right? So you get that sense that
that's what you kind of gather from Dewey too, on Jags Report Live Monday night, was that he was that guy.
Campanile.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just talking about Vrabel.
Oh, my bad.
Vrabel but it's a new way of it. Like the old culture guy used to be like this stern, defensive, tough, physical, all that. I think the relational side of this is what owners are starting to see, is that they need that in their building, not this hard-ass football stuff all the time. I think that's what's prevalent right now in this building. I think that's what other owners are going to try to find. And I guess my point is, Campanile, that's why Cohen got him. Cohen got him because he felt they needed some of that.
Yeah.
And it wasn't because he, with all due respect, had like the best resume of any defensive coordinator out there. In fact, he had never been one in the NFL. But he went after that part of it, and I think that's what will aid Campanile going forward, is like an owner trying to get that culture right.
No, for sure. And I think, while there are different coaches between Vrabel and Cohen, what they do have in common, set aside from the instant success, is the fact that they do kind of have a little more of that edge, that old school demeanor, but it's coupled with obviously the support of their players and the willingness to be like, hey, I'm in this with you. Like I always say, like this is what was missing from Jacksonville, I feel like, for so long, was the players feeling appreciated, and then the players thinking like, hey, it's not a dictatorship, we're in this together. I think Vrabel does a great job of that. He did a great job of that in Tennessee, and the reason why I know that is because if you look at their rosters of what they had, set aside from Derrick Henry, there wasn't a lot to like. But they always seem to play outside of themselves and elevate their levels of talent just because, I think, of what Vrabel brought to the table. I think Liam Cohen is kind of the same way. While this roster, is maybe more talented than we gave him credit for based off of last year's performance, this roster isn't finalized yet. Like I think there's still going to be room to, they're going to try to improve in certain positions in the future. So it's a matter of having that old school grit, determination, and then holding players accountable, but then kind of having the softness to go, hey, we're in this together. If you're feeling a certain type of way, let's talk about it.
Yeah, I get you. The other side of it is Grant Udinski, and this is where I kind of disagree with you. With all due respect to Campanile, I actually think Udinski has a better chance of getting a head coaching job sooner, and because I think that's where the league is trending. First of all, it's a McVay tree, and McVay's working, and been around the tree at least with Cohen and O'Connell. Then on top of it, he's an offensive guy, and on top of it, he's a young guy. And I think people all of a sudden now and Liam's not the youngest guy in the world, but he's 39 years old when he gets the job, and he's like a first timer, and it's working. McVay has worked, and I think people will look at Udinski from what they talk about behind closed doors, how brilliant he really is. His smarts are way up there. How hard he works. He is football all the time. You hear that nonstop. You'll hear that in a moment in this interview. But I think they're willing to take a chance on the next star. And I think that's what the Jags did here. Owen didn't have interviews everywhere, right? But the Jags took a chance, and it looks like they may have found one. Obviously, the McVay way back, they got him early, and they took that shot. And, man, has that paid off. So I think people are looking for that a little bit more than they're looking for the Mike Vrabel, with all due respect. And so I think now, do you have to call plays? I don't know. We'll see. And I'm not telling you that he gets a job this cycle. In fact, I'm leaning against either guy. I don't think either guy's going to get a job this cycle. I think they'll say, give me more. Show me more. And how much of this is Cohen, right? I don't think they're going to get a job this cycle. There were a lot of rumors a couple of weeks ago from the Rossinis and others that their names were on lists. Yeah. I haven't really seen their name as prevalent in the last couple of days, despite the openings.
Well, obviously, I think with Harbaugh now, too, like there's, 6 spots open? Maybe seven?
Yeah,
seven
spots?
Now.
I think there's 7 now. Very well.
Yes, 7 with the Ravens.
6 or 7 spots open.
There you go. I don't know, kidding, right? Well, that's a lot of names. Like, what? Are you just going to go with old recycled coaches? Pete Carroll getting a shot? I get McCarthy's on the list.
McCarthy's on the list now.
Yeah.
But so is Nagy, right?
Yeah,
and Harbaugh's going to be there. Raheem Morris had an interview with the Titans. Yeah. Stefanski's going to probably get a job. So I think they're looking at guys that are more available now than maybe they thought, and that might bump the Udinskis and Campaniles.
Well, of course, just because I feel like, okay, you're going to go with the recycled coach, sure, but I think in terms of interviews, they always want to go with like a newer up-and-comer guy too, and both the Jaguars coordinators could be that guy. So while they may not get a job this cycle, I still think they get interviewed.
Yeah, no doubt. All right, let's do this. Let's play it. Here's our. We just kind of. I hope you chopped the beginning of this off. I didn't check this.
Yes, I did.
You did, okay. Because otherwise you'd hear us talk about our kids for a couple of minutes, which I don't really think you need. So I don't know where it exactly starts, but it's a pretty lengthy interview, a fun interview. I'm interested to see how people come out of this interview thinking about the vibe in the building, especially with these two guys, because my impression was, hey, offense does offense, defense does defense in these kind of roles. Yeah, they know each other. They might have lunch around each other. It's way closer than that, it looks like. Here it is.
Well, I was actually going to kind of joke around with that. You guys grew up like 60 miles from each other.
Not too far.
Yeah,
he was just on the wrong side of the river, but other than that.
Yeah. Have you ever been over to each other's hometowns just accidentally? Not.
You're just passing through. No,
just passing through.
No, every now and then, but yeah.
Yeah, I've never. I mean, I probably went through. I've been through that area a ton recruiting.
Oh, yeah,
so
I bet.
yeah, absolutely.
I bet.
They were all. So it's all like the Philly sports fans though over there, So they don't like people like us too much. But
you got plenty of Philly fans in Jersey, by the way.
Oh yeah, South Jersey.
South Jersey.
51st state. Yeah.
How much fun do you guys have? Just going back and forth, not about that stuff, but just about football and being in this building.
A ton. We're actually, we've become close friends, and it's been awesome working together. I mean, he's as good a teammate as you could ever imagine being around. I mean, if that's probably the first thing that comes to mind when I think about Grant. I mean, he's an unbelievable teammate, and just he's got all the great qualities of leadership and as a coach that you would want to be around.
The best part about camp is I only had to pay him $50 for that answer.
No, that's the truth, man. That's the truth.
No, this guy's unbelievable. He's the best. I'm so thankful to have this guy here. You want to talk about all the things you look for in a coach, and then the culture, implementing and changing the culture, the way the defense plays. It's Camp's DNA to a T, and it's so much so that it's seeped over into offense. Because the way they practice, the way they get after the ball, the way we play is really in response to the way they play in so many ways. So to have a guy like him to feed off him from a football standpoint is unbelievable, but then to have that type of guy, him and his family here in Jacksonville, like the quality of person, the type of people that he is and his family is awesome. For me personally, it's awesome for us.
He's yeah, you're being a little too kind, I think, but seriously,
that's the truth.
I mean that we've had like such a great working relationship, the two of us, and we talk football pretty much every night, so like practice is over, you're doing the scripts and all that stuff. There's seldom a night where we don't, catch up at the end, kind of talking about whether it's schematics or what's going on this week or whatever it is. And I think he's got like an unbelievable pulse of the team. And honestly, I go in there to talk to him about that, quite a bit. Where we're at, what can we do better on our side? And he's been a tremendous resource for me.
It's amazing. I'm not even going to have to ask a question. You guys just keep going back and forth.
I'm going to double back down on that.
It's real, though.
Because he says that, but the amount I've learned from him, it would be a 2-hour interview if I started listing out the amount of things that I learned from this guy. Not just about football, X's and O's, schematically, defense, offense. He's coached every position under the sun. I mean, wrestling, you name it, I could ask him about anything. But about even just dealing with guys, dealing with players, dealing with staff members, dealing with trying to build a culture, build all those things, that to have a guy like this that I can bounce ideas off of or get ideas from at any hour of the night because he's always up here working is invaluable. It really, I can't put words to it.
That's pretty interesting to hear you guys say that because, I've been covering the league for a while, but I don't fully know. I figure maybe you guys cross paths once in a while, but you guys really, from a layman's term standpoint, for people outside the building, you work real close together even though you're on two different sides of the ball.
This dude, you can send his mail here. He's here all the time.
I was going to ask you about that a little later.
He's here all the time. So it's like, and just this business in general, everybody, all the assistant coaches, everybody, you work. There's a lot of hours that go into it. So there's always the opportunity to cross paths and talk. But I think Liam did an unbelievable job of building the staff with a bunch of guys who have very, very similar core values. Like he did an incredible job of finding a bunch of guys who, a lot of us, in many cases, haven't worked together before. And I'm really, really impressed, let me say that, over the course of my time here, how similar we all are in terms of what we really value, what's important. And really, everybody's got a little bit of a different coaching style, but there are more similarities than differences in people's coaching style here.
Do you feel sometimes like the little brother in this group? I mean, that's a lot to get into his family, by the way, because there's a lot of them. But they eat well, I can tell you that. But I mean, everybody's made a lot about your age. I mean, you're a young guy. But do you feel that way at all sometimes? That they're looking after you, or that it's a big brother here, 14 years age difference?
I think if you knew his brother's coaching lineage, that would be probably an insult to them to be in that category. So I wish, but. I don't know if it's necessarily the little brother. I mean, I really don't get that sense a lot from the guys, just because once you're in it together, whether you're a veteran player, a veteran coach, a rookie player, a rookie coach, at some point it kind of all goes out the window and everyone's just got their head down and working together. So it's been great in the sense of people are always trying to help each other, and I certainly feel that from every direction, especially from this guy, defense, special teams, our offensive staff. But I think once you get to know the guys, everyone's pulling in the same direction. So there really is no idea of, hey, this guy is younger, older, this guy's from here, this guy's from there, that's his experience, that's his background, he was with that team, this is the scheme he runs. It's just, hey, we're the 2025 Jags and we're all going in the same direction.
Yeah, you mentioned something that's pretty interesting, because the NFL's full of coaching trees and everything. Yeah. And I know there's connections between Liam and people you guys have worked with.
Sure.
But were you almost surprised when you got the call from Liam?
Or yeah, I mean, I guess? I did not see it coming. I can't say that I did. We just, like, I know some people have probably talked about this before, but he and I knew each other really from college football, both being from the Northeast and working camps together primarily. That was really where our relationship and getting to know each other and really understanding how each other coached and getting a little bit of a bird's eye view of that really is when it occurred. So, I wasn't really expecting that to happen, to be honest with you.
Do you guys feel like your stories kind of epitomize what this team's become about? Liam carries a lot of edge to him. You guys have that written on the wall in places around the building. But, I mean, grew up in the high school ranks and kind of graduated into college and now the NFL. I mean, you're sleeping in your car at Baylor. I mean, do you feel like some of that kind of feeds into maybe the locker room, because it also belongs in some degrees to the coaching staff?
It's a lot like what Camp said about the staff that Liam's brought together, the players that James and Liam and Tony have brought together for this team. I think the whole identity of the team is really that type of guy, where it's a unique background for each guy individually, but we have a lot of guys that collectively are coming from places where maybe they weren't the most appreciated. They had to earn everything they got. And I think that's felt, whether it's in the practice fields, in the meetings, or you see it on the sides on the walls, the edge sign. That's something that's really in the DNA of this team, more so than it's something that we had to manufacture or rely on headlines or outside noise to create.
Is the sleeping in the car embellished a little bit, or is it, like, how long was it in the car?
It was, well, the car was 2 different stints. So the first stint that everyone talks about was not that long, for the record. The first stint was a little bit over a week. The second stint after that, when I had to leave Baylor, was longer. That was a couple months. But the car's not as bad as everyone says either, too, for the record. All right, it was in the springtime and you got a little hot at times, but had a Honda CRV, it laid down flat, it was nice. I was, driving around. It wasn't too bad, all right? There's plenty worse situations.
The crazy thing is you were there when Ross Matisic was at Baylor.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Ross, not only that, Ross played linebacker for us at Baylor. Yeah, Big 12 championship game. We had some linebackers go down, he stepped right up.
Isn't that crazy?
I didn't know that. That's legit.
Ross and I go way back.
I didn't know that.
Well, the other thing that's interesting about you, I feel like, is you were a defensive guy, right? I think you played some offense growing up, but then you switched to defense. Then you're under Matt Rule, who's more defense. When did you switch?
So when I got to Baylor, initially I was on offense working with the quarterbacks, and they had a couple defensive coaches leave right before the season. So it was really the first day of training camp of the 2019 season. They switched me over to defense. So then I was coaching defense, stayed there for a couple years, and then ended up switching back to offense. So at first I thought that was, an unfortunate situation that I'm getting moved positions. I'm at a position I didn't want to be in initially because I'd grown comfortable in that position I was in with the quarterbacks, but it turned out to be the best thing ever for me. To get that perspective, to go back to defense, to learn the defense, to get to work with those guys, work with different position groups, that's another experience. It's an education that really money can't buy.
Do you see that in some of the way he approaches things? Does that come out? Because everybody talks about how smart he is. You don't have to do that if you don't want. But
no,
do you see that feel for the other side of the ball?
No, I mean, kind of goes without saying, like, he is super smart. We've coached against each other in the past and very recently, in the recent past. So I kind of experienced that firsthand. The other thing I would say is, like, he's I mean, he's how old are you?
29.
29. Yeah, I don't want to tell you what I was doing when I was 29. But yeah, he's incredibly mature for his age. You know what I mean? Yeah. And like you were asking that before about, you know, the whole the age thing and all that. I totally agree with what Grant said. I feel like everybody, you know, feels the same way. He's got such command of everything and such a great deal of respect from everybody here. You know, he's done an incredible job, and I think when you talk to him about everything, like one of the great things about him is he does have a great perspective of defense. You know, being a defensive player, coaching on both sides of the ball, and then what that really does for you, bringing it to the other side of the ball, it just kind of changes and shapes your opinions. And really, I think it really helps you paint a very, very clear picture to the players, you know, of what they should be looking at and exactly what each thing means. There's total clarity.
I think Liam has mentioned this, that, you know, he had heard what you do with players, your relationships. I think we saw that in the preseason, went down to Miami. You could see people enjoyed seeing you again. Did you feel like when you came in here that your defense needed some of that relational stuff that you offer?
Yeah, I think that we just have so many guys who are like that also. You know what I mean? That room is filled with guys who are just, they're emotional guys. They're great people. We have a lot of great people in that room. So we genuinely enjoy being around each other every day, you know. I grew up that way a lot, so like they've just been so receptive, I think, to everything, not just myself, but the other assistant coaches on the defensive staff. And there's a genuine love and a bond in that room, and I think that that's something that has helped us. Our players genuinely love playing together, you know, and you can watch that. When you watch them play, there's emotion, there's passion in what they do, and the reality is they don't want to let each other down. And I think you're at your best when you're doing things for people you love and people you care about. And we've been able to develop a culture of that in that room, and that really is a credit to the players.
I know that's why you get into coaching, to do some of those kind of things that you just mentioned, but is this team, well, it's fun because you're winning right now. I can imagine at 7 in a row, but it's not loaded with superstars either, at least from the outside looking in. They're big names around here for us covering the Jaguars. But is there something to that? Like you have some blue chip guys from Trayvon to Josh, but you also have the Buster Browns to the great story of Foye Oluokun.
Sure.
You know,
I think so many of those guys, you know, part of coaching, like people ask a lot of times, you know, what's the biggest difference between coaching in high school, college, and the NFL? And this probably, honestly, maybe it's not the right answer, but I feel like it is. There's really not that much of a difference. So, I mean, some of the greatest coaches I've ever been around are high school coaches, and their ability to get the most out of people is something that had a huge effect on me. And I think that there's so many guys in there who have so much potential on our side of the ball and on the offensive side of the ball, and they've been willing to do the work to reach that potential. You know what I mean? I think one of the greatest things Liam has done, Grant has done, and some of the other coaches here is our players know they believe in them. And I think that's the greatest thing you could do for somebody. Like, in general, you know, human beings, the greatest thing you could do for somebody is believe in them. And the worst thing you could do is take their hope away. So, to me, I think Liam's done an unbelievable job of that, of, you know, letting our guys understand how much he cares about them and how much we believe in them to go out there and execute.
Yeah, and you guys do have a lot of talent. I don't want it to come across that way. I'm just saying they're not household names. You guys have been able to play that up in a meaningful way, too.
Yeah, I think certainly from a national perspective, we may not get the same attention. Our players might not get the same attention that some teams do. And while we might not have guys who are perceived as superstars on the field, we do have superstar people, which is a big difference, and that is a big reason that we've had the success we've had this year. So you may watch a game and not know who every single player on the roster is because of the numbers they're putting up, but those guys are superstars in the way that they prepare, the way that they work, the way they care about their teammates, the way that they play the game. When Camp talks about you feel the love for the teammates that the guys have when they go out there and play, well, that's a superstar quality to me. So it's not always going to be the numbers, the catches, the yards, the receptions that dictate a player being a superstar. There are so many things that happen behind the scenes, and this game is played by people, it's coached by people, by human beings.
Yeah.
And he had a bunch of kind words about what I've done, what Liam's done, and everything that Liam and the team has done has been earned, but one of the reasons we're able to do that is because of the guys we have. So we're able to have the command that we have, and we're able to demand the things we demand of those guys, the work ethic, the extra work, the study and the preparation, because they are superstar people. So I don't think that the players and some of the assistant coaches and some of the staff gets the credit they deserve in terms of the stuff that is superstar to me in terms of the effort, preparation, the work ethic that doesn't show up on stat sheets.
Like there's definitely stuff, even like when I got here and getting a chance to watch the guys and everything, there is a ton of talent on our team. You know what I mean? Just looking at it from my perspective, outside coming in when I first got here, there are a bunch of super talented guys on defense, you know, and they've really done an unbelievable job of trusting and working the technique every day, where now it's a little bit more, guys are comfortable, you know, and they're able to play fast. So you see all their skills. So I think a lot of that was there. You know, a lot of those guys, they've just done a tremendous job buying in everything we're doing and practicing hard as hell, to be honest with you. You know, they're practicing it so hard every day. Camp was physical here. I think all those things really gave us the opportunity to have success.
I want to go quick hitter so I don't keep you forever. Just want to ask you about a few. Liam, what's your impression of what he's been able to do? I mean, you guys have all done a great job, but what has worked so well with Liam?
It's spectacular. I think the things that pop off the tape, like you've talked about, are the things that show up on the wall. The edge, the fast, the fundamentally sound, attacking, physical, being tough, all of those things that he preaches are not things that he stands up in front of the media and decides to talk about once a day, or stands up after a game and says, now it's important. Those are things that he lives and he kind of embodies every single day, and it's something that he injects into the DNA of this team. I think that's kind of first and foremost. Then Camp talked about it with the belief, the culture, getting a group of guys that are going to come together, play together. When I say a group of guys, I'm not talking about just the players or the 11 guys on the field. I'm talking about the practice squad, the assistant coaches, the coordinators, the nutritionists, the training staff, the strength staff are all in, and they believe in not only the players, they believe in each other. I think that has kind of set a foundation for these guys to all work together and continue to build. And the more time together, the more opportunities you have, the more it's going to continue to build, hopefully.
That's hard, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, I think he's just done an incredible job of instilling confidence in everybody here, like Grant just said, you know, and holding everybody in the building to a standard. That's a big job, you know, and he's really done a tremendous job of that throughout, you know, every corner of the building. You know, like Grant said, everybody being tied in, everybody seeing it the same way. There's one standard, you know, and that's not just for players, that's for everybody, for all of us. And I think he's done a great job of being fair with everybody, you know, and bringing everybody to the point where he wants to see things go. So he's just, in my opinion, done a tremendous job of creating that standard and building confidence within everybody in the building.
We feel like we know Trevor around here so well. What do you, when I bring up Trevor right now, what do you think?
He's a beast. I think I think so much of the guy, you know, as a player and a person. He's a guy that people want to follow, you know, they believe in. He's got an unbelievable way with people just in general, but the guys on the team especially. He's a guy that you root for because he's just a great human being, you know. But, you know, being in the building every day, you see how hard the guy works. You know, you see how much he's here, how much extra he's doing. And it's really cool to see that, you know, come to fruition for somebody. All the hard work, the hours that people don't see. Obviously, they see what happens on Sunday, but all the little things he does, the extra meter, whatever it is, trying to find an edge to become the best player he can possibly be. I think that's had such a tremendous impact on everybody on this team. I think he's an unbelievable guy and a great player.
You're around him a bunch.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I love the guy, but he's one of the guys when we talk about superstar people that he is that to a T. I wish that people knew the amount of work that he puts into this, the amount of care that he has, not only for the Jaguars, for the team, the success of the offense, but for his teammates, for the people around him, for the people in this building. So he's superstar in every sense of the word, really. You see the talent, the physicality, the toughness out there, and making tough throws in collapsing pockets. But the humility and the work ethic to stay focused and committed to the process and try to get better every single week, especially with the turnover that he's had in his career with different coordinators, different staffs, injuries, different wideouts in there, different tight ends, different offensive lines. But to stay committed, to stay disciplined, to stay focused takes a really special person. And not only to do that with the energy and enthusiasm that he comes in here every day and says, I'm going to stay extra every day and do all those little things and study extra and work extra with the guys, walk through with the wideouts, watch extra tape. I don't think he gets nearly enough credit, nearly as much of credit as he deserves with all the extra stuff that he does behind the scenes.
Well, like it or not, you're not going to like this, but you guys are looked at as rising stars as well with what you're doing. With that comes attention. With that comes potential rumors of job offers and all these other things, or interviews. Are you guys ready to deal with that, really for the first time, I would think, in your career, as potentially being a head coaching candidate?
Yeah, I just look at that like you deal with that if and when it comes. Like right now, the only thing I'm focused on is this. You know, I'm obsessed with this and making sure we're doing everything we possibly can to get this team where we all know and feel it can go. So not only do you owe that to the players, but that's what you want. That's what our sole focus is on. I don't want to speak for anybody else but myself, but we put so much into this as a staff, as a team and an organization. I mean, that's the only thing we have time to focus on, and that is my soul. So outside of my family, like my wife and my kids, I don't care about anything else but this. And I want to make sure we get it to where we all know and want it to go.
Yeah. I'm going to echo the same sentiments. It's always a compliment, really, not necessarily to me, and I appreciate that Kev's getting the attention, but for our players and our assistants, our coaching staff, because the only reason that I would ever get any attention is because of the work that Trevor, the quarterbacks, the offensive line, the tight ends, the wideouts, and the running backs that they put in every week. It's because of the walkthroughs they do, the studying they do, the hard work at practice, that I would get any attention. So I'm always appreciative of those guys, the assistant coaches, because they deserve more attention than I do, really, as much as I appreciate it. But the beautiful thing about it is we don't have the opportunity to take our focus off of nothing but the next week, right? We still have the opportunity to keep playing, so we're going to keep all of our focus on that. Yeah. And that's consuming more than enough of our attention. So.
Well, I can tell you most of Jacksonville's rooting against you guys in that area anyway. So, hey, you said it earlier, but I wanted to ask you, because we've heard this about him, always here. And you guys all work hard. Yeah. But why do people bring that up about, like, do you need to, like, say, dude, go to the beach or something? I mean,
yeah,
a couple hours.
Do you have any room to talk to? Does this guy really have any room to talk?
24/7. Like, yeah, it's incredible. He's got an incredible work ethic. And I think anybody who's spent that much time doing something, you know, it'd be hard not to be great at it. Like, he is, you talk about earned and you know, time spent showing up for our guys. He's incredible. But
can I set the record straight here on this for a second? Because I'll take that from anybody but this guy.
Dude,
I'll take that from anybody from this guy. And then secondly, you guys want to throw me under the bus like, oh, this guy's so smart. Oh, this guy coached on both sides of the ball. This guy, you want to ask him about run game. He's talking about run schemes he designed at Rutgers. I mean, way back 10 years ago, 15, 20 years ago, he's quoting run plays that he drew up against different defenses that don't even exist anymore. Yeah. So, you know, don't let him fool you on this, all right? He's got both sides of the ball, every play memorized. All right, you know, so he throws me right under the bus, but really, there's a different person we should be talking about.
He works like a maniac. For real.
Yeah.
He does.
Which is cool, and everybody does in this business. Yeah. But to a degree, right? But you notice it.
Unbelievable work ethic.
Let's leave you with this. I could go for hours, but it really feels like you guys and this team epitomize this place, Jacksonville, from everything that we see of pumping these guys up with lack of respect. I wonder if you guys feel that. You haven't been here very long. So do you feel like this team really embodies what you've already felt about Jacksonville?
I really do in a way. And I think not only that, I think the guys, the coaching staff, the people who work here, and the players love Jacksonville, which I think makes a difference when you have a group of people who are together, who love being together and love where they're at together. So not only do they love being in this building, they love being here together. Yeah. And I think the aspect of being underappreciated, where guys are coming from different backgrounds, where there's not a lot of recognition, not a lot of people talk about our players, is very similar to how they feel about Jacksonville in a lot of ways. So I think there is that identity of the team that Liam and James have built, and it just happens to so perfectly marry with the city, where it is truly something special when it all comes together.
And that's not always easy to do.
No, it is. I think, like he said, James, Tony, Liam, they've done an unbelievable job of building that here, though. You know, it's a tough city. And there's a lot of tough people here, and these people love and appreciate this team, and I think our team feels the same way about the people here. You know, they feel like they are a representation of Jacksonville when they go out there. That's important to our guys. that they do right by the people that give their best effort. Because the people are so appreciative. When you're around the city and you're talking to people, and obviously out here on Sundays, it's important to people here. It's a football state, it's a football city, and our team is built in a way that toughness is important here, and that's a representation of the people in the city. It's a tough city, and that's important to us to represent them the right way.
Great work, guys. The Love Fest's over, all right? Now go back to work.
Man.
All right, I appreciate it.
Yeah, it was a bit of a love fest at times, but that's Anthony Campanile and Grant Udinski. Obviously, a lot to pull from there, but I think the bigger thing, in the whole Trevor conversation part, and I was interested to get Camp's side of it. Obviously, Udinski works with him all the time. I think they went out of their way, and I've been saying this a little bit last couple of weeks. You really feel, because Trevor's playing well, a lot of guys talking well about him. But keep in mind, there was a narrative coming out of the Doug Peterson era just this offseason that I can't remember who wrote it, where it was, but that Trevor's not putting in enough work. There was that this offseason, and I don't know where it started. There's some belief that somebody on their way out from that staff planted that somewhere, to the point where I remember being in a production meeting in August with Liam Cohen, and he said something to the effect of, we got here, people were talking about, like, Trevor not working. It's like, I don't know what the hell they're talking about. He's like, this dude's here all the time. He's putting it in. Yeah. He's got a great grasp of the offense, blah, 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 all this stuff. And then you hear what these guys say, almost like Udinski couldn't say enough, like he wishes people could only see how much that guy's in here. And I think we got that from Brenton Strange, and I think we're getting that from Jacoby Myers, and we're getting that from Parker Washington, and all these other players that have seen it every day. And just another, I guess, Trevor myth debunked, maybe?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know where that came from either, and I don't know how many people actually believed it and took it and rolled with it. Like, obviously, you want to see better, play on the field, but I don't think anybody ever really questioned like Trevor's want to. I mean, dude, you're the number one overall pick on it, and you're a starting quarterback of an NFL team. Like, I think every quarterback's going to at least give some sort of effort to try to win football games, right? Like, and this is a guy who's always been a winner. You don't just always become a winner by going with the status quo. You put the work in. So, yeah, I mean, it was probably just some disgruntled person that wanted to throw a rumor out there, and people took it and rolled with it.
The one other thing I just want to ask you about, because you've been in buildings a lot, and I have too, but I really, these guys are like kind of close. Do you feel like you've been, when you were in buildings, that the staffs were really close, or was it offensive guys and defensive guys just naturally because you're working with offensive guys or defensive guys, and maybe the mix there isn't like, hey, let's go do dinner all the time and let's talk all the time, because this seems a little different, their relationship, the way I felt it.
Some of my best friend that I still talk to from football, like they played offense, like, because we were drafted together, so like me and Deja Kareem, like we were homies, man.
Yeah. I guess I was thinking more. Did you feel that on the staff, like from the coaches?
I mean,
they were more divided, or
I'm not gonna lie, I didn't pay attention a lot to listen, like seeing a coach out in public, in like a social setting is a lot like seeing a teacher out in public. It's just kind of like. It feels weird.
Yeah,
I mean, no, old coaches, like I see Coach, Mike Mularkey all the time. I'll say what's up to him, man. Yeah. I'll have a beer with him all day. But I'm saying, like, when you're on the team and you see your coaches out there, it's kind of like,
I get it.
It's a little.
We get Mularkey back on the show.
Yeah, man.
Let's see what he's up to.
He's always around. Well, it's probably going to get his gig with the Detroit Lions calling plays pretty soon at this rate.
Soon enough. All right. Hey, that was Anthony Campanile and Grant Udinski. Nice job, by the way, by Marcel Robinson. He put some stuff out this week and also edited our story last night. We'll probably put the 6-minute version out on social media, and also that full version will be on YouTube somewhere in the next sometime today. So we'll have more of it. But appreciate Camp and Udinski. Usually those things go about 10, 12 minutes. We looked up, we're like, oh boy, this has lasted a while, but it was a lot of fun. And listening to those guys. How long will they be in Jacksonville, I guess, is a significant and real question. CBS 47, the place to be all week. And also 1 o'clock on Sunday, of course, for the Jags and the Bills. What's coming out of Jags headquarters today? Who's not at practice? We'll update you on that when we return.
Welcome inside the Armor Guard exterior and gutter helmet showroom. There's a lot going on, like glass exteriors, replacement windows, and down there we have the retractable screens and awnings, plus hurricane protection. Let's talk more about those gutters, and to do that, we bring in Kevin. He's the owner, he's the expert, Why Gutter Helmet?
Well, Gutter Helmet is truly the only maintenance-free product. It lets the trash and debris go on the ground. The water wraps around and goes inside. Unlike filters, they sit on top of the gutters, and the trash and debris build up on top of filters, which requires maintenance. With Gutter Helmet, we're going to keep you off the ladder, the most dangerous thing in your garage. With Gutter Helmet, you'll never clean your gutters again. So get off the ladder and put on the helmet. Gutter Helmet.
Get a free estimate at gutterhelmetofnorthflorida.com. You can also call 904-762-7779 or visit the showroom on St. John's Bluff Road in Jacksonville.
Empower a future, inspire a dream. It's a bold but simple mission for the Jacksonville Police Athletic League known as Jax PAL. Help the next generation of kids in Jacksonville shape a brighter future. Their after-school programs, teenage leadership programs. There's community outreach.
It's been just an awesome opportunity to be out here with my colleagues and do something good for the community. It's really been an interesting opportunity to just see everybody work together in a way that we don't normally in the office.
And there's sports. There are also ways you can help the next generation with a donation of any kind. Just visit jaxpal.org to get more information. Empower a future, inspire a dream with Jax PAL.
It's one of the hot spots in the area.
Welcome you to String Sports Brewery out at the beach. Big crowd on hand tonight. The fans are here.
And now the newest hot spot at the beach is open. String Sports Brewery in Jax Beach has opened its doors with rave reviews.
We're going to be fans forever.
Cozy up to the bar, grab a seat in the sports-themed restaurant, or grab a seat outside and feel that breeze coming off the beach as the weather warms. Just like the original location in Springfield, try the popular beer menu and come for lunch or dinner too, because the food is fantastic.
We got a special guest in the house. He's happy. He's feeling good. He's Trayvon Walker.
It's where we hosted Jags Report Live in the football season, and the String Sports Brewery staff can't wait to host you. Hey, welcome back here to String Sports Brewery. And if you haven't checked out the new location in Jax Beach, you got to do it. String Sports Brewery, now with 2 locations in Springfield and now open in Jax Beach on Penman Road.
Sun's out, suits out. That's right, it's summertime in Florida, which means it's time to say goodbye to bulking season and hello to shredding season. But if you're like me, you're having a hard time sculpting and shaping those final pounds. That is until I came and saw my friends over at Ponte Vedra Vein and Aesthetics. Right now, everyone is hopping on the Evolve X train, and the only destination is finding your perfect summer body. The technology uses electrical muscle stimulation and radio frequency energy to cause your muscles to contract, all while heating up those deep layers of your skin and tissue to produce collagen and reduce fat. It's like doing 1,000 sit-ups in 30 minutes. No pain, no needles, just results, right? That's right. So leave those winter layers back at the station and come look and feel your best with the team here at Ponte Vedra Vein and Aesthetics. Visit them at one of their 2 locations, either over in Ponte Vedra or on the south side.
Hey guys, we got a new player today. I hear he's pretty good. Heard this guy played in the NFL.
I think he's an MMA fighter. I've actually been on his show, the Brent and Austen show.
Football and fighting, that's the easy part. Let's see if I still have it on the ice. What the heck, man? Who is this guy? He's saving everything.
Leave the hockey to the pros, man.
It's hockey season. Come on out and see the Icemen play. Get your tickets at JacksonvilleIcemen.com.
Welcome back to the Brent and Austen Show, streaming on the Action Sports Jax 24/7 network.
You can bring this one back.
Oh, absolutely, man. Brent had 25 minutes to talk to Grant Udinski and Coach Campanile. And now I'm going to take my time to talk 3 minutes about the craziest story, the biggest trending topic in sports today. And we're talking about Matt Khalil, who was going through a divorce, which it happens, right? Some of us have been there, some of us, not. But it happens. I think 1 in 3 now relationships are getting divorced.
MenOnlyFamilyLonely.com. Kenny Lane Associates.
There you go.
Give them a call here in Jacksonville, 904-541-1252.
So to kind of set the story up real quick for those of you that aren't informed, Matt Khalil's ex, and do we have a name on her? You probably know what her name is.
We have a name on her.
I do know what it is. I just can't remember. Madeline something.
Yeah, I can look it up.
Madeline Persh or
By the way,
like that.
you know how your computer listens to you? Because I had never typed in Matt Khalil in my life, and I just went to the Google, and it came up automatically before I even hit the letter M.
Huh.
Bro,
well, it just may not be that popular of a story, though.
It looks like her name is Haley.
Haley. Okay. So Haley goes on a podcast.
Who's Madeline Persh?
And dishes of why they split up. And without getting too graphic, it was because the size of his manhood was the reason why they split up.
That seems pretty graphic enough.
Well, I mean, dude, are you kidding me? Like, we can't even talk about this on the show?
Well, I didn't say we can't talk about it. I'm saying
It's
it's
not
a
that big
pretty
a deal.
graphic thing. I'm not sure if it's a vulgar way to say it, but it's definitely a graphic thing.
All right, so
I've got an
anyways-
image now.
Okay, fantastic.
But you might not. Here's the thing: you might not have the right image.
Maybe not.
Yeah. So anyways, so she goes on a podcast, talks about that led to the divorce because I guess it broke up their marriage. And now I think 99.9% of the guys out there, if that happened to you, you would send her an edible arrangement and say, "Hey, thanks for the shout out." And then we're all good. Matt Khalil says, "You know what? I didn't make enough money in the NFL. Let me go ahead and sue her for, I guess, defamation of making his life harder now, if you will." And that's where the situation. So dude is suing his ex-wife because his ex-wife was very complimentary about his manhood, and now he's suing her because she said that.
I think the quote was 2 Coke cans, maybe 3 or something.
This dude.
Gotcha.
This dude doesn't want to hear the image, and then he talks about it, man.
You got to tell the whole story. I
Okay,
guess.
gotcha.
Yeah, he also got an offer from OnlyFans, is where this is going as well.
I would think I probably already had him.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I mean, and by the way, do you know he's suing her for $75,000? I think I saw it was
Good.
It's not like it's $2.4 million.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's not bad news.
Yeah,
I mean,
you got to keep it within reason, right? Like,
do you think
what a
this
time to
is
be
his
alive.
marketing genius? Where if we would never have really known. Like, did you guys know she was on this podcast?
I did. So the story came out a while ago. It was
a while ago podcast, right?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I knew about it back then, but to me, it's story now because he's suing her.
yeah.
Like
That's what I'm saying. Marketing genius, maybe. If he didn't sue her,
Yeah, I never once thought about his situation before I heard about this story.
yeah.
Like, I wasn't sitting around
But
thinking,
did you know about the story before he sued her or not?
Yes.
Yes.
Because
Yeah.
I saw the clip.
Okay, I'd never seen the
People were like, this is what she said, and then he got an offer from OnlyFans, and I was like, good for this guy.
Yeah,
That's
sure,
a good day.
sure. Yeah.
That is a good day.
But you think he's gonna win? I mean, I don't know. I'm not a law
Like, my
expert. We
point
should
here-
probably bring in one of the law experts to answer
I guess
the
my
question for
point
us.
is, I don't think it matters if he wins.
He won.
I think he already has won.
Dude won. Yeah.
But I was actually thinking the same thing. I'm like, well, does he have a point? And I don't think he does.
So,
he? Like, why would he have a
That's my
point?
thing. Wouldn't it have to be wrong for her to? I'm serious though. Like, wouldn't he have to? She be lying to win the case?
I mean, I think
I don't think she. I don't know. I don't feel like she would lose this. I don't feel like he's going to win this.
So really?
Yeah.
Because the biggest thing is that she made it sound like it was like that, but it ruined the marriage. Like,
well, she did. Yeah, that's what she said.
Almost like he's like deformed, where it's like, don't go near here. I'm being honest. Like the way that it was described, it's like it threw the whole marriage. So maybe like that's a defamation because now maybe he's having like a hard time getting back in the dating world because it's like, oh, I heard about you. Stay away from me.
That could be.
But once again,
I got a feeling he's not having trouble. I got a feeling he's not having trouble in the dating world.
What's who's benefiting more? The dude, the pole vaulter from the Olympics who hit the thing off with the or Matt Khalil?
They're both having
horse
good.
apiece, right?
They both having
horse
good.
apiece right now, man.
Big horse.
Yeah, Brent, you can't. This guy.
That's the second time you said something very questionable.
This guy, man. Oh, okay.
That's an unbelievable story, by the way.
Suing somebody.
You know what's funny is, did you know Matt Khalil before this?
Yeah.
Because I feel like everybody knew his brother. His brother was a pretty good player, right? Wasn't it Ryan Khalil was
the center?
I think he
from
was
USC.
the better player.
Oh, yeah.
Which one? I think Ryan Khalil did the video with Will Ferrell. Yeah, Ryan was
I think
the more
Ryan was
popular
pretty good. I think Matt Khalil was more journeyman, but I remember him a bit because I think he played for the Texans. So I think we
Okay.
would have gone over the games and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I don't think he was like a very good player.
Sure. Okay.
Hey.
Well, hey, man.
Don't need to be.
Yeah, you don't need to be now, no you?
Well, maybe that's like I don't know what his career earnings are, but again, the $75,000 is what struck me if I read that
It's
right.
just-
Like I was like, that's kind of wild.
But to me,
Yeah, what's the point?
this is literally
I think
like
it's a marketing point.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
I know.
But in the world where people sue for the dumbest reasons,
Yeah.
right? And like this to me is the craziest one I've ever heard.
Well, let's just say this. This is why I don't think he would win.
Okay.
Because now, I mean, if he wins, like all things that are said on podcasts, like this happens all the time. Don't like the Kardashians or whoever else like say stuff. And if it would you'd be suing everybody for everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Which we already kind of do. I
We
get
do.
it, but
We do.
so real quick, he signed a big deal with the Vikings, 5 years, $55.5 million.
Okay.
So he made over $58 million.
Oh, okay. So maybe he was pretty good. I thought Ryan was good, and he might have been the journeyman guy, but
I mean, they'd just be paying no linemen anything anymore if you could block a little bit.
what's Ryan's wife saying?
That's foul, Brent.
Somebody get her on a podcast.
It starts out with me like, don't go down this road, and now Brent took the keys, and we're all over the road with this.
Is the wife or ex-wife? Is she
like that.
is she big? Is she
sorry?
like a name? Is she?
No, I thought she was somebody else.
She's like an influencer model.
There is an
type.
actress that looks just. Did you look this up?
No, I did not.
She's a model, Brent.
Yes, but there's an actress who I thought was her that looks just like her who's actually famous.
No, I don't know what model, because model can mean a lot of things, honestly.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, but like she's it says model, so take that for how you want.
Well, I guess I was just curious how she ended up on the podcast.
Oh, it's because she's like influential.
Oh, she's.
Okay.
I'm sure she has millions of Instagram.
Okay.
Or TikTok.
Brent, she's a model. Like if you're a model, you're doing pretty good. Like if your job title is model in any capacity,
It's true.
you're probably doing pretty well for yourself.
It's true, actually.
Hand model.
My cousin was dating a model. Nobody knew who she was. She wasn't famous, but my cousin went to her house like, yo, she got bread. Like, word. And then he broke up with her.
I figured like model was kind of like actor next to the name. Like you don't. Some are make it, some don't. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think, yes, you're probably right, but I think there's so many
It's like artist.
like brand deals now with any random stupid product that like they be paying a halfway decent looking person to like hold up
Yeah.
Yeah. I get you.
vitamin
Like
water or
like
something.
if you're a quote unquote model and that's like on your job resume, you're probably doing okay for yourself.
Yes.
Because like artists would be like, okay, you're a starving artist, right? You don't hear a lot of starving models.
Yeah, well, that's fair.
Nah.
Well,
Even the bad ones
If
are
he
doing
wants to model, he'll have an opportunity.
Yeah, man. Dude.
What specifically you think?
I don't know if Fruit of the Loom's coming
Haynes?
after him.
We going Haynes?
Gray sweatpants.
I don't know if
whatever.
you'd sell a lot if he's an underwear model.
You don't think it would sell a lot?
Because I don't. It doesn't sound like he comps to too many people.
That's not bad, actually. That's a good point.
Like she literally said he's 0.01%.
Well, how does she know?
I don't know, but
She's been doing the rounds?
Guys, if we're really going to go down this road, which you took us there, so now
You did.
there's no going back.
Brenna said the most questionable stuff of the whole segment.
I mean, yeah, it's going to be condoms. That's the one.
That's fair.
That's the endorsement.
Do people endorse those?
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah.
Do you? Like seriously?
Yeah.
I don't feel like I've ever seen.
Yeah. What was I'm like the old school like Trojan commercials. They had endorsers.
They did?
Yeah.
Like that's
Everything's got endorsers.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? Well, actually, no.
Influencers?
It probably won't be Blue Chew because
probably not.
Hey, yeah, maybe probably did.
Got it under control.
Like I said, I think
liposuction or something. Maybe
it's probably not a bad day to be his agent.
No.
Yeah.
Good
right.
day.
It's not a bad day to be Matt Khalil. Good for you, man.
It's a great day to be
Like-
Matt Khalil. Every day is a great day.
Like,
to be Matt Khalil.
and I get it. Nobody wants their business out there like that. But with that, it's like, see what happens.
Yeah, I agree with what you said at the top. I think a lot of people wouldn't mind their business out like that.
No, for sure.
But it's kind of an
this
interesting
dude's-
way to go around it.
And this dude's suing.
Yeah.
You know, like
I
Maybe he really loved her. Just pissed off about the divorce.
he might be.
maybe, man.
You guys good on that topic? Should I move on?
Someone Duponic makes a good point. Maybe he should sponsor Coca-Cola.
No, I heard him. I heard him.
Okay. I mean, can you imagine him in like the polar bears for Christmas? Oh no, is that too far? Oh, that's too far now. Okay.
No,
I mean, it's too far. Just laugh.
Yeah, I got you. I got you.
Just
Yeah,
you're laughing,
yeah.
it's too far.
Imagine Matt, like him in a nice holiday commercial.
People would be confused at first.
Sure, but hey, those who get it, get it.
Yeah.
but those who get it, get it.
That's true.
And that's what marketing's all
Santa
about.
Claus,
sometimes.
the polar bears, and
Santa.
Matt Cleo. All right, how are you going to transition out of this one? What do you got?
I don't know.
What do you got?
I guess too far was at the root of the
that's fine.
The legal issues.
We all good. Matt Cleo, allegedly, right? Allegedly. Sorry.
Can I get back to the quarterbacks?
Sure.
That brought up a while ago. I wanted to
That's-
get your thoughts on
terrible.
these. I'm not trying to transition into this isn't the game. This isn't the transition.
We got to bring back that game.
Segue game. I know.
Hamby, that's on you, man. You're kind of the game shot call.
Hamby, if you had somehow included Khalil and in something else into a segue game, it could have been an all-timer. You maybe missed a moment.
Delphonic goes Coca-Cola specialty cans. Get him like 40-ounce cans. That's okay. Real quick, that's not a bad idea.
That's not a bad idea.
Like, you know how 40s, but you get them in Coca. That's it.
That's not a bad idea.
Okay, sorry.
There are, again, we could be, if we want to go work for Matt Khalil and be a part of his agency,
I'll take 10%.
I think we could come up with some pretty good ideas.
I'm
I'll take
sure
10%.
all of these ideas are flying into his office right
There's
now.
got to be some
Probably.
unbelievable ones because I bet we have some creativity, but I bet there are a lot of people that have more.
Yeah. Hey, you can even ask ChatGPT. I'm sure ChatGPT's got some great ideas.
Can you please get to who was and who wasn't at practice?
Oh, Hamby's had
Are
it.
you uncomfortable?
Of course he is. We're good.
Recycled headlines presented by.
I was kind of not going to mix that in with the last topic so close.
He
but-
said presented by. You might as well just finish the read.
Republic Services, Recycled Headlines, RecyclingSimplified.com. And the Jaguars back on the practice field. Obviously, everybody back to work after victory Monday and a day off Tuesday. And no Jarian Jones in the media time. No Cole Van Lannon in the media time. Obviously, we're not going to get a lot of talk from Liam Cohen and everybody else on this. So I would suspect if they weren't there in the media time, we're going to get a DNP today at practice or at the very best a limited. And I think now points toward Friday for these guys to see if they're available. Now, Cole Van Lannon's one thing. You have Walker Little can slide over. You've got Adoga and some other players that you feel pretty comfortable with your depth. I actually think that Jarian Jones one, he limped off the field after a punt the other day. And now he came off under his own power, all that stuff. But that could be real significant because he's playing excellent football. And also the Jags have been beat up there from Travis Hunter to Jordan Lewis to now potentially Jarian Jones. And I think there's some faith in Christian Braswell, by the way. I think they like him. But when you start getting that far down the depth chart, that to me becomes a major concern.
Especially when their leading receiver is their slot, Khalil Shakir.
So I think that becomes a matchup to really watch. And it was a sneaky injury the other day because it didn't look like devastating or anything like that. Not as bad as like Cole Van Lannon. That got everybody's attention. But keep an eye on Jarian Jones. I think it's a big deal if he can't go.
Which one's bigger, do you think? Jarian Jones or Cole Van Lannon?
Jarian Jones. That's my
you think
point.
So?
I think it's a bigger deal.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm not telling you have to agree with me. I just think.
Oh no! I mean, I think you make an argument for both of them. With Jarian Jones, obviously, yeah, because he seems like he's kind of the, that Jordan Lewis has been out. He's been kind of like the heartbeat of that defense a little bit in terms of an emotional standpoint. So hopefully he gets back in there. But with Cole Van Lannon, since he was inserted at the left tackle spot, I feel like the offensive line has played a lot differently. And we saw what Walker Little was. At left tackle, right? And in terms of, and once again, this is PFF, but in terms of PFF rankings, because I will bring this stat to the case, he's second in terms of sacks given up, at the tackle position.
Yeah.
And, not to say that the Bills necessarily scare you on paper, but they do have some names and they are getting healthier where, if you put Walker Little back at left tackle, especially a guy who's now starting to acclimate himself at guard, how confident do you really feel of keeping Trevor Lawrence upright against the Buffalo Bills?
I saw something, I don't know this for sure. Did you feel like Little played better? Like, is he getting better at the right guard spot? I mean, he just got inserted there 3 weeks ago, right?
Yeah,
Tough spot. But
so if you go back and watch it, yeah, he did better than, the first week. Well, the first true week where he started and wasn't called upon.
Pressures that game.
That one was kind of rough. That was the Colts, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. This game went a little better, and it's telling because
Simmons,
it's against Simmons and everybody. So,
So what do you think? Cole Van Lanen, Jarian Jones, bigger one.
I'm gonna go Van Lanen just because I don't think Buffalo's area.
Fair enough. Hamby, you worried about Jones or Van Lanen?
I'm worried about Jones actually, because I really wish they had Jordan Lewis back as well as those guys that played Jones and Newsome, and it doesn't matter who's on the opposing side if you have no continuity in your secondary and you're down another guy. Josh Allen doesn't need. He only needs so much, and then you're in trouble.
I'd be worried if Keon Coleman was actually a player for them. He's big, he's physical. Going against a triple backup corner would be a concern. They don't even play him.
Yeah, he's been benched, just straight up benched a couple games.
I think he was active fine last couple of weeks, right?
But I don't anticipate they're going to run him out there and be like, "You're the game plan."
The only thing that will make you nervous though is kind of like that's the Devontae Adams effect a little bit in the red zone. If you're inside the 10-yard line or you need someone jump ball, can someone man up with Keon Coleman?
I agree with that.
Yeah, I think. Let me just ask you something. Maybe sounds ridiculous, and I get the love for Cole Van Lanen. He's definitely earned it. But are the Jags that bad if Walker Little's at left tackle and somebody else is at right guard? The drop off, I guess. That's what you're asking about, right? Like you're asking. Walker Little can play that spot, and let's be honest. I think the Bills are okay up front. The Jags have played better teams up front,
of course. But once again, I think giving up 9 sacks speaks volumes.
Yeah,
playing left tackle.
Greg Rousseau healthy?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
The big one is Oliver being out.
I thought Van Lanen's gonna. But we don't know yet, right? But he seemed fine in good spirits after the game. He
did, but we never really got a diagnosis, and we never do it. And so here's the deal: I'm not sitting here telling you they're out. I think we're not going to really know until Friday. Then we'll get a better idea if they start getting limited in practice. I would anticipate them playing. This time of year, anybody's going to play.
Okay, but here's the thing, Brent. If he knew it was a serious injury, I don't think he would have been all happy in the locker room after doing the interview. I think he would have been a little somber, even though they just won a division. But if you know you're probably not going to play, you're going to be bummed because you're missing out.
I think that's true to that. I don't know how to read the Wednesdays sometimes because Wednesdays become a very light practice for the Jags.
Nobody practices on.
Well, they don't. They moved it to Thursday, where that's the more intense practice, so they can give guys an extra day, and that's been part of the. Nice job by Liam taking care of guys. Yeah. But if it's such a light practice and it's basically a walkthrough, why wouldn't they practice in full then?
We don't need you walking.
Yeah, I hear you.
You know what I mean? That's where I get a little confused by
because I think treatment's a premium, right?
Yeah,
so they take them through the protocols there of just making sure. Yeah,
I think if someone was going to play somewhat hurt though between the two, I'd rather Jarian Jones not play hurt because that's worse for a corner.
That's going to be a liability.
Well, and I think it's hard. I think it's hard to play hurt with an ankle.
For sure. If they're trying to, I don't know if rush is the right word, but if they're like, we got to, Jarian Jones I want to play. Liam's like, we need you. I think that's more dangerous than playing Van Lanen.
Yeah, but Van Lanen just spat it up and, all right, so you're a little immobile. You're fine.
Yeah, because they're all 60% this time of year anyway.
Of course, man.
Because the one thing you can't have happen is Jarian Jones just falls down or something on it. That's what will decide the game. I don't think if Van Lanen plays somewhat hurt, Greg Rousseau's going to have 46.5 sacks in the game. I don't see that.
That would be amazing.
But a receiver, could have a couple hundred yards on something like that.
I thought of this the other day, and I don't know, maybe it's overthinking because you do that a little bit this time of year. Are the Jags actually in a decent situation for two reasons? Because they've had to play so many people. One, you obviously raise the level of depth because those guys, you've seen what they can do, and you have some confidence in them. And we've seen Christian Braswell in games, right? Obviously Cole Van Lanen earned an extension because of those kind of opportunities. Yeah. We've seen what Quentin Morris can do. So all of a sudden, Morris went from fourth tight end to second tight end. So there's all that. But I also feel I was thinking this more with Bashal Tutin, right? That's a position where you can get beat up on. You're returning kicks and you're running back, and he's not carrying it 20 a game. But because he missed a couple of games, he actually might be fresh. You actually might be more fresh now that you're healthy because of some of that. Not a lot of players, probably a decent amount, but there are not a lot of players that probably played all 17 games this year for the Jags. They would miss a game or two. Even BTJ missed 3 games, I think it was. So are you maybe less beat up overall, maybe a little bit more fresh than your body would have been if you're the guy I don't know, Anton Harrison or Ezra Cleveland that's played even Ezra Cleveland missed a game. So many guys for the Jags have missed a game.
Oluwakin.
Yeah. Oluwakin's a guy that hasn't. Yeah. I'd actually maybe I'll go look that up. How many guys have actually played every game?
Lloyd's played every game. No, Lloyd's been out.
Josh,
Dewey, Josh. Foye, Devon.
Was the
I don't think an offense. Did Anton
Devon
play
has
every
played
game?
every game.
Anton might have played
Anton
every game.
came out, but I think he did play the next week.
He was questionable with an illness the one game he played.
Armstead's only missed one.
Yeah.
Don't count.
Josh, every game.
Yeah.
DeJuan Smoot, every
Clip it.
game.
Casey, clip.
Gardeck, every game.
Okay.
Foye, every
Not gonna
game.
give me.
Instagram.
Parker. Yeah. I mean, Jacoby Myers has played every game this year, I think. Partly with the Raiders, partly with the Jags.
Dewey missed one, week 14.
Oh,
Dewey missed. That's right. Concussion.
Yep.
So
you're onto something here, though.
I just don't know. I don't know if I'm really onto something. I think it might be a little bit, whatever.
I'm
If you
trying to
miss
help
2 or
you
3
out, man.
games.
Sorry.
If you miss 2 or 3 games.
In that case, he's not on anything. He's a known idiot. I don't know.
Well, I mean, bottom line is you might have to play a 20-game season.
Yeah. Yeah.
21, hopefully.
No, it's only going to help as long as they're not serious injuries. You get a rest here, a rest there. Like, it's not the worst thing ever.
Yeah.
But let's be honest. Like, every team that's going into the playoffs, though, they're banged up. Like, it's the NFL season. Like, you're not going to be 100%.
But the point of that is the more fresh team has a little bit of an advantage. The less banged up you are, as you've been a little advantage this time.
Yeah, well, we say that, but then the first round of every single playoff, who has the bye, doesn't necessarily come out great.
Yeah, good point.
You know?
Yeah.
Like,
I always think back of, remember 23. It was 23 when Kirk was hurt in the Bengals game, and the Jags just needed the win. This is, to me, why they missed such an opportunity in part. Now, they might have lost in the first round anyway, by the way they were playing.
Mm-hmm.
But if they had beaten Tennessee, they make the playoffs, and that next week, Kirk would have come back and played.
Yeah.
He was getting himself ready before everybody expected, and he would have come back and played. The Jags would have had their entire roster healthy.
Crazy.
And ready to play. And I thought it was damn, that could really, if they can find it, right? If they can figure it out, if they can take the momentum from a Tennessee win, they just couldn't beat Tennessee. I mean, if they had just got in the playoffs, you're really starting to wonder, wow, that health could really be a factor because they had really survived that season.
I think it is a fine line between sitting out too much and getting rusty and playing enough where, you're confident and you feel close to 80 to 90%.
Yeah.
Right, Hamby, with Georgia and Ole Miss, you guys got that first round bye. How'd that play out for you?
Sucks.
Yeah,
1-7.
Yeah.
1-7 teams after the bye.
It's crazy. Yeah. I do think the bye's tricky. I've always thought that. I know
wish
the
we
college
would have lost the
is
SEC
really
championship.
Unless you're a Big Ten team, Brent, then it's okay.
I don't understand the
Big Ten
college
takes
one
care of business.
because they used to wait 30 days to play anyway for big bowl games.
I get the college one.
Yeah.
I guess I brought up to you the other day, I guess the difference is not both teams are waiting 30 days.
Well,
when both teams are waiting 30 days, you're going to get the same kind of.
I think the biggest thing with college is they're still learning how to navigate it.
Yeah.
With the NFL, they kind of have
These are
a
grown
good idea.
men. You should know what to do.
You know what to do. College,
I'm sure Denver has a good plan for what they're doing this week.
Sure.
Even with all the young guys.
Yeah.
Sean Payton's going to make that happen.
Georgia was we going to the frat parties. What do we do? I don't know, man. We got some time on.
Well, to that point, actually, one other part there is that even the coaches, this is new for them. They haven't navigated it because this is a whole new deal. Yeah. So let's take a break. Brent and Austen show.
You can have teams
what did
tanking.
he say, by the way?
No, he's kind of over.
He said they should have lost the SEC championship a couple minutes ago.
But no, do you think coaches gonna start tanking now to get out of that first round bye? Losing conference championships on purpose?
Yeah. I think it's enough of a thing now.
That you might consider it? Yeah.
I mean, I don't know.
Unless you're a Big Ten school, then you're all good.
That would be.
You know what it is.
Could you imagine an SEC championship where Georgia and who this year? Bama?
Mm-hmm.
If they just sat Ty Simpson and Gunnar Stockton, they're they're not playing. Healthy scratch. ESPN would lose it.
Yeah, they would.
But
I mean, we're already in a point where those games don't even matter that much.
Yeah.
Especially the next thing that will phase that is if you lose your quarterback in that game, right? Or did Carson Beck get hurt before that game last year or in that game?
In that game.
See,
because think about this. What happens if Georgia sits, Gunnar Stockton? They lose and what? They play Tulane.
Yeah, they.
Uh-oh.
Sure.
Uh-oh.
And there's probably something to be said for if you're going to keep letting those stupid teams in, you want the stomp opportunity.
Actually,
get kind of in a rhythm.
Tulane, Georgia might have been a good matchup.
I thought
John
Tulane
Summer already.
Might have been a nail biter.
He won't.
Poor Hamby, man. I mean,
he still doesn't think the Georgia guy should have been ejected yesterday.
I know, right? At least he had Georgia basketball to worry about.
Did you watch it, Casey?
And then Florida came by and said,
he didn't follow through.
Was it
malicious?
malicious?
It was a no-doubt ejection.
Was it malicious intent?
No, he stopped himself.
I don't know, bro. I had Georgia 9.5, so I think it was questionable ejection, personally. And here's what really made me mad. I had Georgia 9.5. I was like, they'll cover, no problem. I also had Duke money line, who was down like 12 in the first half. And I was like, if I lose this on Duke, I'm going to be furious. They come back and win by 1,000, and Georgia just getting people ejected, airballing. The albino kid sucks. I mean,
it wasn't his best game.
It was not.
Bring back the man bun, I'm telling you.
Terrible.
Yeah.
We'll be back. Brent and Austen Show, Action Sports Jax 24/7 Network. Time to get measured for some grills when we come back.
Welcome inside the Armor Guard exterior and gutter helmet showroom. There's a lot going on, like glass exteriors, replacement windows, and down there we have the retractable screens and awnings, plus hurricane protection. Let's talk more about those gutters, and to do that, we bring in Kevin. He's the owner, he's the expert. Why Gutter Helmet?
Well, Gutter Helmet's truly the only maintenance-free product. It lets the trash and debris go on the ground, the water wraps around and goes inside. Unlike filters, they sit on top of the gutters, and the trash and debris build up on top of filters, which requires maintenance. With Gutter Helmet, we're going to keep you off the ladder, the most dangerous thing in your garage. With Gutter Helmet, you'll never clean your gutters again. So get off the ladder and put on the helmet. Gutter Helmet.
Get a free estimate at gutterhelmetofnorthflorida.com. You can also call 904-762-7779 or visit the showroom on St. John's Bluff Road in Jacksonville.
Empower a future, inspire a dream. It's a bold but simple mission for the Jacksonville Police Athletic League known as Jax PAL. Help the next generation of kids in Jacksonville shape a brighter future. Their after-school programs, teenage leadership programs. There's community outreach.
It's been just an awesome opportunity to be out here with my colleagues and do something good for the community. It's really been an interesting opportunity to just see everybody work together in a way that we don't normally in the office.
And there's sports. There are also ways you can help the next generation with a donation of any kind. Just visit jaxpal.org to get more information. Empower a future, inspire a dream with Jax PAL.
It's one of the hot spots in the area.
Welcome you to String Sports Brewery out at the beach. Big crowd on hand tonight. The fans are here.
And now the newest hot spot at the beach is open. String Sports Brewery in Jax Beach has opened its doors with rave reviews.
We're going to be fans forever.
Cozy up to the bar, grab a seat in the sports-themed restaurant, or grab a seat outside and feel that breeze coming off the beach as the weather warms. Just like the original location in Springfield, try the popular beer menu and come for lunch or dinner too, because the food is fantastic.
We got a special guest in the house. He's happy. He's feeling good. He's Trayvon Walker.
It's where we hosted Jags Report Live in the football season, and the String Sports Brewery staff can't wait to host you. Hey, welcome back here to String Sports Brewery. And if you haven't checked out the new location in Jax Beach, you got to do it. String Sports Brewery, now with 2 locations in Springfield and now open in Jax Beach on Penman Road.
Sun's out, suits out. That's right, it's summertime in Florida, which means it's time to say goodbye to bulking season and hello to shredding season. But if you're like me, you're having a hard time sculpting and shaping those final pounds. That is until I came and saw my friends over at Ponte Vedra Vein and Aesthetics. Right now, everyone is hopping on the Evolve X train, and the only destination is finding your perfect summer body. The technology uses electrical muscle stimulation and radio frequency energy to cause your muscles to contract, all while heating up those deep layers of your skin and tissue to produce collagen and reduce fat. It's like doing 1,000 sit-ups in 30 minutes. No pain, no needles, just results, right? That's right. So leave those winter layers back at the station and come look and feel your best with the team here at Ponte Vedra Vein and Aesthetics. Visit them at one of their 2 locations, either over in Ponte Vedra or on the south side.
Hey guys, we got a new player today. I hear he's pretty good. Heard this guy played in the NFL. I think he's an MMA fighter.
I've actually been on his show, the Brent and Austen show.
Football and fighting, that's the easy part. Let's see if I still have it on the ice. What the heck, man? Who is this guy? He's saving everything.
Leave the hockey to the pros, man. It's hockey season. Come on out and see the Icemen play. Get your tickets at JacksonvilleIcemen.com.
Welcome back to the Brent and Austen Show, streaming on the Action Sports Jacks 24/7 network.
Steezy Trev. Something I've never thought I'd push out here on the social media channels. Mm-hmm. We're about to talk about some grills here on the Brent and Austen Show on the Action Sports Jacks 24/7 network. Here's what I love about this picture. Look at the guys in the background.
Of course, man.
You know, they are feeling it right now, which is really cool. You're seeing a bunch of swag out of Trevor Lawrence and out of the Jacksonville Jaguars. And he's a good sport in all of this.
He is.
But this was a long time coming. His good friend from Clemson put it out today, kind of shared a social media post on the whole story.
Yeah.
They've thought about this weeks ago when the AI shot was born. Mm-hmm. And they were like, hey, if he plays well, if they keep winning, we will do this.
Yeah.
And it happened.
You know, it's wild, man, because I feel like a theme of this team this year and this season has been just the stars aligning at the right time.
Yeah,
whether it's playing teams that have some injuries at major spots that the Jaguars can exploit, or whether it's taking advantage of a meme that just so happens that when you take full advantage of it, you're playing the Tennessee Titans, your biggest rival at home, you win the division, like everything just seems to be working out well for the Jags, man. And this is almost like the exclamation point going in the playoffs.
Yeah, hopefully that continues to be the case. And, a beneficiary of all that might be this guy right here. I can only imagine what business is like now versus maybe 5 days ago for you. Teasy is what he goes by. That's what everybody calls him. I actually just called him by his real name. He's like, how do you even know that? He said it popped up on my phone.
Brent does his research, man.
My mom doesn't even call me that.
Your mom calls you Teasy.
She does.
Where did that come from?
She called me fool most of the time. But
where did that come from?
Funny enough, growing up, I just loved Lil Wayne. Everybody called him Wheezy. Devontae is my government name. Tay was like what they would call me for short, and Tay just turned into Teasy.
I like it.
And it just stuck.
And, well, it's really sticking right now. Give us an idea what the last couple of days have been like. By the way, if you don't know this, he made the grills.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah,
I mean, this is where it all worked around. In Jacksonville, which you own a business here in Jacksonville.
Yes,
I didn't even know people would. Well, now they know.
Yeah. It's honestly, it's a couple jewelers out here, you know, that do their thing. And I mean, for me, I just personally, I just always think about like the next move and like what I'm doing and what I can do to separate myself. Anything that anybody else is going on, you know. So I mean, I other than that, God is the only other reason I'm here, you know. But yeah, man, it's been cool. The past couple of days have just been really just work, you know. I see it as a blessing. I don't take it for granted at all. I try to take every opportunity that's coming. So, you know, it's real cool.
So, Teasy, when you get the phone call, and I don't know who called you in terms of, you know, for Trevor Lawrence, but you get the phone call and everything, like, what is the process then? Like, I guess you get his mold.
So
right?
Do you want, like, the beginning? Like
let's take us through it.
Take us all through it, man.
So, funny enough, it all kind of started at UNF, at University of North Florida. We have, me and my cousin and another business partner of ours, we have a clothing brand as well as a store connected with the premium jewelry company. It's called Collect Jacks. We actually got on some of the merch today.
Yeah,
we brought you guys some goodies too.
Oh, right on, man.
Yeah. But yeah, so we were doing a photo shoot with UNF for their homecoming, and then Dev, he works with the Jaguars. He's in control of like their Instagram and a lot of their different social media, and he's behind a lot of the curations that happen, and he helped with the UNF shoot. I met him there. He was just a guy that was very cool. We just kicked it, and I didn't know he had anything to do with the Jaguars. We swapped Instagrams, and then I noticed he had something to do with the Jaguars. And funny enough, A crazy connection. I actually had to. I violated a DUI probation and actually had to do some time in Duval County Jail this time last year. And something I wrote coming into the new year was I'm going to do grills for the Jaguars. I wrote that down.
Yeah.
So when I saw the opportunity, I was like, "This is my chance. This is God bringing what I told him I'm gonna do." And I'm bugging him. I was like, man, I do grills, man. I'd love to do something for the Jags. Like, I got crazy ideas. I can do crazy stuff. He was like, man, I'll keep it noted. That's real cool. 2-3 weeks later, Steezy Trev came. The meme came.
It's out of the blue.
As soon as the meme came, I wrote him. I said, bro, I will make this grill. I will do whatever y'all need me to do. I will give it to you guys. I don't want anything from you. I just want to do it for the city, the culture. And he was like, I'll keep that noted too.
Okay.
Boom. The next week came, I believe it was the week before the Colts game.
Okay.
And that was when the Steezy, like I said, Trev thing kind of came into play, really came into play. And then people started tagging me on stuff the Jaguars were posting, actually. Then he wrote me in my DM and said, what's your number? So he gave it to Darren, who was the guy that posted the backstory.
Yeah, that's Trevor's friend.
Yeah, and he reached out to me. He said, hey, the Jags organization said that, we like what you're doing. We'd like to, partner with you and do something cool. So he gave me a call. We had a good, 30-minute conversation. Funny enough, we actually had some people that we knew just because I had some friends growing up that went to Clemson and stuff. And so we chopped it up, came up with the idea that we definitely didn't want Trevor to know about it. So then it's like, how are we going to get the mold? I was like, man, if we can do something maybe from the dentist, maybe we can sneak and tell him you guys want to make him a mouth guard for the game. And he was like, well, I think the dentist thing might work. I could talk to his wife and see da-da-da-da. So he called me back, was like, yeah, man, so this is why his wife said we can get in touch with his dentist. We started a group chat with the dentist. They mailed me the molds. I didn't know it was I guess it was a home dentist or something.
Yeah, just fill in the story there. It was Marissa who helped call Trevor's mom. Mom in Cartersville went to the dentist. And then so it's from his.
Because it's funny, I got the mail. I got the mail, right? And I'm looking at where it came from, and I was like, well, for one, I'm never throwing this box away. But for two, I was just like, okay, Georgia, that's cool. But anyways, so after getting it, it was a 3D mold. I was able then to, within 2 days, get everything done. I actually traveled back and forth from Atlanta. That's actually where I have my warehouse where I'm able to make 100 grills in a day.
Wow.
Because I actually have a lot of workers in my warehouse that actually work with me with my business, and we're able to do a lot. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, so
you might need to.
Yeah.
You might be a little more busy now.
So I take my trip. I meet at my warehouse with my workers. I tell them everything that's going down. I'm like, look, we got an accomplishment we got to do within the next 48 hours. It got to be quick. Got to be perfect. We made it happen. Overnight, drove back, made it right before the game, got everything to my guy Dev. He made everything work back with the Jags organization, and that's pretty much how it went down, man.
Then you had to hope they won.
Well, I was going to say, how invested were you in that game then? Because, I mean,
that's the kicker. A lot of people
didn't get off to the best start.
Yeah, a lot of people don't understand that God played every role in this because it had to be perfect. Mm-hmm. So, us wanting to do this is cool, but if the Jags didn't beat the Colts, if it was like, okay, well, we still can go to the playoffs, but it's kind of
here's a grill.
It's not cool to give somebody stuff when you're losing. Yeah. Then it's like, okay, we beat the Colts, but then we still got to beat the Titans because even if we do win the divisions, if the Texans lose, it's still like we lost the game.
That would be weird.
Who wants a grill when you lose? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, boom, you still got to beat the Titans. And so it all happened, and it was perfect, honestly, and it's such a blessing. Like I'm very upfront and an open book with you guys, man. Sunday night I went home and cried like a baby. Mm-hmm. Like I genuinely cried like a baby because I just couldn't believe that it really worked.
Mm-hmm. So. Let me ask you why did you cry? Do you think like that? Why were you so emotional? Was it because it felt like the big time of Trevor wearing your product,
mm-hmm.
or did you know what was about to come because it was big already?
So a little fact, shout out to Trevor, but he's not the first like big name client I've done. I've done work for Tory Lanez, Tiana Taylor, T.I. and his kids. When I first started in Atlanta, we did something really big with Issa Rae and her wedding. It was, so I worked really hard to get where I'm at, and I've been through a lot of ups and downs and times where I thought like this isn't what I'm supposed to be doing. But every time I really thought I wasn't supposed to do this, I swear God just was like, you stupid to think that, and opened the door for me that, was just something I felt would happen, but it's just like I said, stuff happens and you're just like, but so shout out to God and just shout out to my hustle because I just can't stop sometimes. So.
Well, and TZ, and how rewarding is it too? Because obviously, you shared a little bit of, you had to go through some trials and tribulations, and then you started the new year afresh. But like some of those trials and tribulations took place in Jacksonville, and then the new year starts, and now you see the whole city rallying behind the Jaguars, rallying behind this team and everything, and your grill has kind of been like the beacon, if you will, to rally behind. Like that's. I mean, let's call a spade a spade. Like that's got to be a reward in just itself from where you come from for sitting in the cell and thinking I need to do better, and now all of a sudden you're here, man.
It's, like I said, it's. I can't explain it. So that's where the tears came from. That's where me getting on my knees and just saying thank you for 10 minutes straight came from, because it's something that, like I said, it's something I worked really hard for. And then when you do work hard for stuff and then sometimes it seems like it's all for nothing, you just want to give up, but like I said, there's something in me sometimes where I just can't stop. So.
I talked to you yesterday morning, I think it was, and we were working on, hey, can we get you in here, or what's the latest? And I think you had told me, you said, well, you're open, I think, 12 to 6 downtown.
Yes, sir.
And
I'm missing appointments right now.
Everything had been.
I promise I am. I had to rearrange a lot.
it happened that fast, is my point.
Yes, sir. So, I mean, like I said, I've been doing this for essentially 6 years by myself. The last year and a half. Even when I first moved back to Jacksonville, I tried partnerships and stuff. It didn't work. But like essentially like me start to finish everything kind of myself, along with my warehouse, at least the last year and a half. So that in itself, you know what I'm saying, has been cool. But right now, in the last 2-3 days, I think I might need to hire somebody.
Internship. There you go. You got one.
The Hootie's over there. The what now? I mean, what do you think? Is this? Do you think this is what happens, right? I mean, things get hot.
Yeah, no,
it's hot right now, and then does
it's
it cool
funny because
off,
like
or?
my mom, she's shout out to my mom and my dad because they're very supportive. But my mom, she's just very. You gotta, and I'm like, Mom, you act like I ain't done this before. It's just now that it's on it's been, rewarded and everybody's just, kind of like exploiting it. And now for, somebody would think like, oh my God, what? But for me, I'm gonna be honest, man, I'm not saying it's nothing, but for me, it's just now more work starts. I love to work. Like what I do, I genuinely do this because I love it. Like part of having a grill means you have to smile and show it off. I love to have, people smile, tell their story because like I said, I don't just do gold teeth and diamond teeth. I really do some cool stuff and I'm able to have people tell stories sometimes. I've had people graduate from college and they wanted to put, graduation on there. Somebody has gotten married before and they put "Will you marry me" on there. I've done a whole wedding. That's cool. Where I've done like grills for the whole wedding. The theme was grills. So I do this because it's what I love to do, and just being able to meet people, like Trevor, and do things like that with those type of people in their field is very rewarding and cool. But man, I treat everybody the same. I don't see anybody different. It's with me everything's normal. Like I said, for it, like you the main question was what's next. Like a long story short, it's just more work.
Yeah. Well, tomorrow's next.
Yeah.
I get you.
Well, and obviously the work speaks for itself. But like, what was that process like from essentially becoming an expert, right? Like, I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of hours and sweat and tears that go into even doing what you do. Like, what was that journey like? How'd you get into it? What was the inspiration? And then I guess like what'd you have to learn in terms of crafting these things?
Like how did I get into custom grills and
the
jewelry?
industry? Yeah.
Well, I'm from Jacksonville. In 2020, literally at the beginning of the year, I moved to Atlanta to try. Well, I was doing music, so I wanted to go to Atlanta to try to get in the music industry. COVID happened the first month of me moving there, and I'm like, dang. So Atlanta's a network city, and I can't network. And I can't make money anywhere. Crazy enough, though, there was a store hiring in the middle of COVID, and shout out to them. It was a store named Girls by Scotty. Scotty ATL. He helped me get started by hiring me. I helped him kind of establish his store as a beacon in Atlanta. He started out himself out of his car, then, started working with different warehouses and stuff by himself. And then, he reached a level where he needed help, so I was one of the first people he hired. He fired a lot of people in between hiring me, and he kept me around. And within the first 6 months of us starting, we kind of blew. And then we ventured to Los Angeles. That's when we started doing like Tory Lanez, Issa Rae. We started doing commercials. We did stuff for Crown Royal, stuff like that. So in between all of this, I'm making my connections. I'm doing really good work for people. People thought I was Scotty because I was literally treating his store as if it was mine. He left me his store in Atlanta where I would run it while he was in LA doing LA. And if he came to Atlanta, I would go to LA and run his store. So I'm meeting a lot of people. So in between that, a lot of people from Jacksonville were coming to get grills from me, no matter where I was. Yeah. And I'm like, man, if I do something in Jacksonville, this actually might work for me, So I took a leap of faith. Told him, I was like, man, I'm moving back. I got a lot, that I think I could do for myself. And then I tried partnerships here with a couple different people. Didn't work because my mind isn't their mind, and my baby isn't their baby.
Partnerships are hard.
Yeah, it's real hard. And like for me, like I said, when I've done this for a long time, essentially, like because I'm not saying long. 6 years isn't that long, but it is long when it comes to someone who looks like me. Like the jewelry industry isn't like filled with people that look like me. So for me, I take it very serious because I try to educate people with what I do as well. I try to break down to people like, look, man, if you're getting 22 karat, it's 90% gold. Compared to 10 karat, that's only 40% gold. So if you drinking and smoking something with this, it's gonna fade and take. So I try to tell people what they're buying. So so when I got into the city, and I was just like, man, I need to do this with how I want to do it, and because I know it's gonna work if I do it how I want to do it. And it like I explained, there's trial and error and there's ups and downs. But I just kept at it, and now we're here. So that's how.
How much are they?
How much
are grills usually? Like, give us a price range.
So they can be as cheap as for me. I right now I'm actually doing a sale until the Jaguars season is over. So let's hope. The sale goes to February.
Yeah.
February,
absolutely.
I think.
Put
7th.
some people to work, man.
Yeah. So, but right now I'm actually doing a sale, silver as well as NPG stands for non-precious gold. It's for people that might want a grill that don't want to spend a lot of money, but you can still get the look. It starts at $30 a tooth. So for some people, it's very reasonable. 10 karat would be $65 a tooth during my sale. 14 karat is $105 a tooth. 18 karat is $175 a tooth, and 22 karat is $190 a tooth. And then diamonds.
It's like a dentist.
Yeah,
man.
It is. Look, so
hockey players are cheaper.
If you really want to know, I'm a hood dentist. That's what we call it. We call it the hood dentist. I'm your neighborhood hood dentist. But yeah. And then the diamond grills, it can get expensive because there's all different types of stuff you could do with that. I actually brought some grill examples.
Let's go. By the way, I got an example for you too. I want to get your thoughts on how this would look.
You want to know something? I brought my stuff to mold you to make a grill for you.
Brent, say no more, man.
I saw it. I knew we were doing this, and I was like, I saw this picture. Let's make it happen. I can do this for you if you really want me to do it for you.
I feel
and
like
I want to do it for you.
Yeah,
I don't need anything from you but your impression. And I brought everything to do it.
We might have to do it. We might have to do this.
Brett. Make it happen, man.
But yeah, I did bring some different styles just to show you guys. This is like a cool diamond set I did. What camera am I?
Yeah, that's for camera right here.
Right here.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys can see it. It's gap fillers right here. I call this the swoop-de-swoop. Nobody I've ever seen really does this. This is where it goes in between the teeth like that.
Yeah, so okay.
So there are all different styles.
Yeah, let me see the bottom things. I've never seen this.
Yeah,
either.
these are gap fillers.
Yeah, so basically it's kind of like a retainer that you put in the bottom.
Yeah, I mean grills essentially are like retainers.
Yeah, but I've never seen ones go like through the gap. That's cool.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And then this is another cool one. It's opal. That's a green opal in there. As well as
you can get as creative as you want.
I mean, I can get super creative, bro. This is a one with the D. This is a chrome heart cross with a pink opal, a heart cut out right there. But yeah, just like I said, just some cool
kind of
stuff.
interesting. So kind of like in a weird, like you got a lot of tattoos.
Yeah,
it feels similar. In a sense where you might be able to tell a story.
Yeah.
Again, that might mean more to you than somebody else.
For sure.
Right. I mean, honestly, like my idea, I wanted to make you something that said like, go Jags, because I can. I could put 904 on it. I could put Duval.
We got a little
Action Sports Jags.
I could put Action Sport. I could put Action Sport. Like,
Brad, now we're talking about
like
we put it on the thing.
Yeah, like we can.
About to change the game here.
You absolutely are, man.
Make it cool.
I like it. What's been like the most like extravagant one that you've done? Like the craziest one you got to put the most hours into?
Craziest one, Probably back when I was doing stuff with the company I was talking about in Atlanta, we did the event with Crown Royal. We did a grill that was like, man, it was like $30,000-$40,000. Like we did these huge 6-carat brown stones. It was actually a collab with Earth Gang. It was a music group that signed to J. Cole. I don't know if they're still signing him, but we did that for them, and Crown Royal actually like auctioned the grill off at the event.
Okay.
It was really
cool.
It was real cool.
Let's leave you with this, because we were asking it earlier. Like, when did it become a thing?
What's that, grills?
Yeah,
man. I'll be honest.
Some people are talking even 20 years ago.
Yeah,
right?
I mean, like the real. I mean, like if we're getting real technical with it started in Africa. You would have gold and diamond teeth in your mouth if you were royalty. Essentially, there's skulls that have been dug up years, like now in these days, with everything decayed except these teeth, with all type of beautiful stones in them. So if you ask me, it's kind of embedded in a specific culture that you want to show off in a way that that it's not to do anything but to show people like this is cool. It's not to make people afraid or think like something other than that. And if you ask me, in the early 80s, 90s, it was definitely something that up north had, and then down south took over. Like New York would do like Wu-Tang Clan and those, they would do pullouts on the top and stuff like that. And then, but the South did the permanent thing where you can't take these out anymore. Cause like I said, they're kind of like retainers. But there's a permanent process that actually can happen as well.
Okay.
To where you don't take them out. And
it's a commitment.
It's a commitment. And
get him a permanent one. I like it.
Yeah. The permanent ones are a commitment. I actually make perm cut grills where they look like they're permanent and don't come out, but they come out.
Okay.
But yeah, so I would say it definitely started in up north, early 90s, late 80s. It's been around, people get a tooth knocked out or something, a tooth rotten, but as it being a part of like being like, man, this is cool, you know what I'm saying? I would say late 80s, early 90s, and the South just really adapted it.
And that's kind of like how like the South has always been, because like you mentioned Wu-Tang Clan, you know, like ODB, like they weren't flashy. You know? It's more just grimy. But then like you take the South with like T.I. and everybody, and then all of a sudden it's like let's add a little swag. to it, you know?
It's more seen as like you want people to know like I'm getting some money. That's really that in lame terms. That's what it's for. Like, you know, I'm cool. I got money too. That's what it.
Do you see it as kind of a resurgence to it, especially now with like influencers and everything? Like for instance, Cam Skadden, who plays for the Giants, like he's you know, he was hurt and everything, but he ended up getting a grill. And, like, that was big news. Like, do you feel like girls are kind of making a comeback now just because there's cameras everywhere, everyone's trying to smile?
I mean,
and flash?
personally, I've had a grill since I was 10 years old. My mom was throwing away my grills since I was in 6th, 7th grade. I promise you. So it's always been a thing in the South. Mm-hmm. Other sides of the world, the United States, they look at it as something else until it's like, okay, it's cool. Okay, it's cool. Okay, it's cool. You know, but if you ask me, a lot of people have their own thoughts and more scared. People are afraid of what they don't understand or don't know. You know, they're afraid of it. So, of course, if they don't know, like, oh, he has a mouthful of gold teeth, but that doesn't mean that he does X, Y, and Z. He just got a mouthful of gold teeth, and you know that's just what he likes. But you know, so once people started to understand that and know, you know, I call it teeth jewelry. You know, you could be a grill, but a lot of my clients, I'll be honest, are for one, a lot of women, and for two, a lot of people that don't look like me. They're getting them to style them as teeth jewelry. To, you know, like I said, it'll be a lot of girls that get 2 teeth over here might get a butterfly just because they like butterflies. You know, so like I said, it gets into a cultural or a cool thing nowadays to where people are just like, oh yeah, I want my grill, a grill. Yeah. So.
Yeah, this is your business partner Hootie. By the way, get ready to work.
Yeah, man.
Hey,
good luck.
I know we can't hear me, but
all the management, it's getting tough, man.
I know we can't hear me. So for this, Hootie, heck of a football player.
Hootie is a heck of a football player. Where'd you play?
That's what Hamby's saying.
Today is not for me. Today.
I just couldn't let it. I couldn't let the show end without that. He was a heck of a football player.
Where'd you play?
I played at Mandarin Christian. Now it's known as Christ Church Academy. Yes, sir.
Yeah. All right. Did you play under Denny there?
I did play under Coach Denny. Yeah, he was my football coach. We got in trouble for recruiting that year.
That's why it's called Christ Church Academy.
Yes, I literally had to change everything. So I'm glad to get some shine on Christ Church, man. One time for Christ Church.
Good deal, man. Well, hey, congrats to you guys. Ride the wave. Tell us where to find you.
So
our store, now that we just educated everybody.
Yeah, our store is actually right down the street from the stadium. It's off 41 East Duval Street. It's a big blue building right on the corner across from a church. We are appointment only. You could DM us at the Premium Jewelry Company or click the link and you can schedule an appointment, which is a lot easier. Also, you could visit the clothing store as well. That's inside as well. That's Collect Jacks, spelled with a K.
K, yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Good. Yeah. Cool stuff, man. Enjoy it. Stay humble.
Thank you,
sir.
Yes, sir. No problem. No problem there, right? All right, that's going to do it for the Brent and Austen Show here on Wednesday of playoff week in Jacksonville. Jags and Bills. Don't forget, we're down the Jags right now. Be heading down to the locker room. More reaction coming out of there. And then tonight, 7 o'clock, Jags Wired. And then 7:30, Chase for the Championship. Talking a lot about Trevor Lawrence tonight, in fact, and maybe playing a little bit of this here on Chase for the Championship. Have a good Wednesday, everyone.
Welcome inside the Armor Guard Exterior and Gutter Helmet Showroom. There's a lot going on, like glass exteriors, replacement windows, and down there we have the retractable screens and awnings, plus hurricane protection. Let's talk more about those gutters, and to do that, we bring in Kevin. He's the owner, he's the expert. Why Gutter Helmet?
Well, Gutter Helmet is truly the only maintenance-free product. It lets the trash and debris go on the ground, the water wraps around and goes inside. Unlike filters, they sit on top of the gutters, and the trash and debris build up on top of filters, which requires maintenance. With Gutter Helmet, we're going to keep you off the ladder, the most dangerous thing in your garage. With Gutter Helmet, you'll never clean your gutters again. So get off the ladder and put on the helmet. Gutter Helmet.
Get a free estimate at gutterhelmetofnorthflorida.com. You can also call 904-762-7779 or visit the showroom on St. John's Bluff Road in Jacksonville.
Empower a future, inspire a dream. It's a bold but simple mission for the Jacksonville Police Athletic League known as Jax PAL. Help the next generation of kids in Jacksonville shape a brighter future. Their after-school programs, teenage leadership programs. There's community outreach.
This has been just an awesome opportunity to be out here with my colleagues and do something good for the community. It's really been an interesting opportunity to just see everybody work together in a way that we don't normally in the office.
And there's sports. There are also ways you can help the next generation with a donation of any kind. Just visit jaxpal.org to get more information. Empower a future, inspire a dream with Jax PAL.
It's one of the hot spots in the area.
Welcome you to String Sports Brewery out at the beach. Big crowd on hand tonight. The fans are here.
And now the newest hot spot at the beach is open. String Sports Brewery in Jax Beach has opened its doors with rave reviews.
We're going to be fans forever.
Cozy up to the bar, grab a seat in the sports-themed restaurant, or grab a seat outside and feel that breeze coming off the beach as the weather warms. Just like the original location in Springfield, try the popular beer menu and come for lunch or dinner too, because the food is fantastic.
We got a special guest in the house. He's happy. He's feeling good. He's Trayvon Walker.
It's where we hosted Jags Report Live in the football season, and the String Sports Brewery staff can't wait to host you.
Hey, welcome back here to String Sports Brewery. And if you haven't checked out the new location in Jax Beach, you got to do it.
String Sports Brewery, now with 2 locations.